Hey everybody. Hey Saucy. Hey Villanova. Hi Sheba. Thanks guys for coming in. Today we're going to do some Tata because she's got a lot to say about everybody. And I've got some things to show her that I don't know, maybe she's missed or she just don't care to see or she's probably watched 100 times. But yeah. So how's everybody's Sunday going? And it's been a day. The kids were upset because they had to get out of the pool because I have to go live because I do all my videos and lives out here at Poolside, hence the membership. Welcome to Poolside. But it's just too noisy in the house with them. Hi, Dash Tragedy Pimps. Thanks for coming in. I'll play my little intro here. Let me stop this before it plays again. Oh, let me stop it. Okay, there we go. I'm going to upload Vada here. Her, she's got a couple streams here that I'm gonna play. I wish it would let me. Really wish it would let me play. For some reason, it won't let me stop and stop unless I go in and out. It's driving me crazy. But this is her. I don't really want to start it yet, though. Okay. I'm not going to start it yet, though. Hi, Sally. Hi, dear Krabby. Happy Sunday. I'm listening while making stuffed peppers. Oh, I love stuffed peppers. I haven't made them in so long. Now I'm going to have to make some this week. Today I'm doing a lazy dinner. Quesadillas and tacos. I just don't have, I've cooked all week. I'm sick of cooking. And it's an easy dinner. But Veda's had a lot to say. Uh, I'm not going to add the screen. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. I clicked the wrong one. Um, she's had a whole lot to say with no facts, no evidence. But do you guys see? Hey, Cheryl, thanks for coming in. Hello, new here from Massachusetts. Welcome. That's one state I haven't been to that is on the top of my bucket list. There's so much to see in Massachusetts. But there's some crazy stuff going on with that Gina Diamond, isn't there? I mean, I'm really confused in the whole thing because I could have swore that her dad had passed away quite a while ago, and I don't know. And then she's saying that she said she needed $4,000 for a cremation. That's more than just for a cremation. I mean, unfortunately, I have the experience of having to pay for quite a few, but yeah, there must be a service and everything involved in that. But she was asking for money, and then people were offered to help her. All they wanted was, let us pay directly to the funeral home. And of course, she never responded to anybody. And then she comes out with this message, this post on her Facebook saying she don't take money from roaches and hate channels. that they went after her. They got her friend kicked off the platform. No, your friend got her kicked off the platform. And where's your friend? In your post, you said your friend abandoned you. So which is it? But there's some crazy stuff going on. And then Miss Laura, oh my gosh, she just won't stop. But we're going to get into Vada Tata and Without a Crystal Ball because everybody knows I'm no Katie fan. Never have been, probably never will be. She does her thing, stays over there. I'm good with that. But when you want some reality TV info, that's where you go because LB is not a reliable source for anything. She copies everything Katie does. But that's where I go if I want to hear something about Sister Wives or um, just any of the reality shows. Um, but Veda has twisted nonsenses and Without a Crystal Ball stuff to the point it's just beyond ludicrous. It's just really crazy. And it's time that Veda gets called out. So we're going to call Veda out here. We'll start with this live. Let me back it up a little bit. And then she goes right into it.
What I'm talking about. Hi, Ask for
You never
Alice.
know what you're talking about.
Hello, cool gamer. I've seen you over in Nonsense's chat, which is fine. As long as you don't cause trouble here, you can stay here. It's probably... I'm making sure my chat thing's working this time. Okay. So let's go over the definition of doxing real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Now, if you don't know what doxing is...
Okay, wait a minute. Can someone give her the definition?
An individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Hackers and online vigilantes routinely dox both public and private figures. So really, doxing is where you take someone's, usually what we consider doxing is whenever you look up someone's criminal record and post it to be malicious, like Katie Joy does and Nonsense do. And I keep getting comments
private
like,
or identifying information.
So your wish is my command. We're going to do that today.
It's not about looking up somebody for your YouTube. You didn't understand the definition you just read, my dear.
Dox Judy Bill.
Yes, you did, dox. You gave out personal information, her full name.
I call it framing and a setup because they know it's a lie, but they continue to set me up anyway. So let's look at that real quick. So I was over in Nonsense's chat because she was lying on panel. But first, I want to show y'all how she gaslit her audience. You're going to die when you see this. So basically, she plays a clip of the admins from Justice for Vaughn, which is a group that was involved in the Marvaughn story in the beginning. And she's like, you know, they're going to say that I'm doxing these admins when they go by their real names. And she shows one of these screenshots. Okay. And she has all their names up there. And she's like, well, here's you some content for 8 months, Beta. They're just going to say that I'm doxing these people when they go, key phrase right here, when they go by their real name on Facebook. So I'm going to show y'all that first. I'm trying to do this in order so y'all catch on what's going on. I want to show you this first. And you're going to see the irony. You know what? No, I'm going to show y'all what they did to me first and then play that probably in the middle. All right. So let's get to that real quick. So I'm in her chat and she's running her mouth. And of course, all in your business is up in her chat modding. And this is what they post. So the good Nunya says, you absolutely doxed Judy, a lady who you don't know. You could have redacted that, but you didn't. And then she says, and I said, where? Prove it. She said, it's on your live. You can go back and look at what you've done. Or would you like me to put out your second dox? I've never doxed anybody.
Yes, you have.
I proved where they doxed Penelope. And by the way, Nunya, somebody that you admitted to doxing Penelope to told me. So you're outed there. So
okay. I can't. Okay. First off, you doxed, it says personal information, identifying information. You doxed her full name. You did in your live. That was it. That's proven. It's in your live. You clearly didn't understand, but I'm going to fast forward. Hey, Nonsense. a little bit through this. I don't know why it's not letting me. I am so over this. It's making me go out and in every time I want to start it and stop it. It's driving me crazy. But I'm going to go back in, start this back up, and let her hang herself because I got some things to show her that whether she wants to see it or not, that's on her.
Oh, no walk backs on that one. But let's go. Let's keep going. So I find out that I apparently doxed Judy Bill during my live.
You did.
Okay. And where they're saying that I doxed Judy Bill at is in my Erica Exposed live. So I talked to Judy Bill and I said, "Where did I dox you? Where do you think I doxed you?" And I said, "How did you even catch wind of my channel?" And she said that one of my mods had messaged her and told her that she was being doxed by Erica on my stream. And she was referring to Goose, even though Goose isn't a mod. So I called Goose and asked her if she's ever contacted Judy Bill. That's a long story. But the same time that I'm talking to Judy Bill, guess who's in her comments?
Who?
Nunya.
Really?
And so I was asking her, "Can you send me the proof Nunya sent you of me doxing you?" Oh, y'all are going to die when you see this shit. So
we're going to die?
Good job, Nunya. You're such a fucking moron. But here we go. Let me read this post first. Vada, I just got sent a screenshot of your comment saying again nothing but lies. Child, I don't care who you are, nor have I ever given a thought to who you really are. As sadly, again, Vada, you are a non-factor. If I'm a non-factor, then why do you do a fucking live with my name in it every single fucking day? Just wondering. Show us proof that I'm attempting to dox you. And I mean real proof that exists because I know you would never make a claim of something untrue. I'll expect to see a proof of these claims by the end of the night. Of tonight. I'm sure you've got it in your files you can easily access. Veda, no one cares enough to want to know who you are. You'd be sadly really discouraged if you saw the only chat I'm in and how often you get actually mentioned. Girl, you mention me every fucking day. It would hurt your feelings badly. We talk about Snow way more than you will ever be mentioned. Well, why don't you go fucking touch some?
Every minute.
Or put some down there, on top of your ice crotch or something. Anyways, everyone has tried to shut the door on many issues, and here you are continually lying and creating new issues for random people. Now, right here's where none of that shit matters. This part right here is what's important. Your attempt is to get at me, and sadly, all this is harming random strangers like Judy B. Not me. Leave Judy B alone for the last damn time. P.S. I'm nonsense and only nonsense. Stop putting me in groups of people when I absolutely am fine speaking of me and when and if I decide I do. So notice where she says, okay? Harming random strangers like Judy B, not me. Leave Judy B alone for the last damn time. Did y'all hear that? She's saying I'm harassing Judy B. So they both made the claim that I doxed Judy B.
Hey, T. Kelly. Hey, T. Marie.
This is what I mean by they are framing losers. Literally stupid motherfuckers. So
you're going to get me in yellow again. Quit swearing.
First, okay, she claims that I'm going for her real life. That's non-existent. It's in her head. It's all imaginary. She has no proof, and you'll see that. She's absolutely showed no proof of anybody that she's blamed for that. First, she blamed Molly. Then she blamed Justin. Then she blamed LB. Then she blamed DKC. Now she's stuck on me because she's got a vendetta with me. So she's absolutely going to try to put that on me with no proof at all, like usual. But I'm just going to show y'all how she does, okay?
Please do
if this doesn't prove that she's a fraud, nothing else will. Like, seriously. I don't know how many times I have to prove it.
There's nothing you got that can prove that.
So they're trying to frame me with this Judy shit, right? And if someone goes publicly by Judy Bill on their Facebook or anywhere else, it's not a dox. If they go by their real name, it's not a dox. Just like you're trying to say with these admins, right? Let's watch the admin clip real quick. That way, because she says, what is she saying there? You'll see. I can't even.
Yeah, you can't remember because you don't know. Okay, first off, no one thinks about you every day. No one talks about you every day. You're not a factor in this. Everyone's been trying to tell you this, and people have been very, very nice to you. And I've actually held my tongue because I can be a mean bitch when I need to be. And I've just been really nice to you, but you know what? That time's over. Playtime's over, little girl. You want to be the big girl playground, pull up your big girl panties, and let's go. Because I got some proof to show you right here. Coming up with you and your 5-hour lives on the same shit you've been doing, because that's all you got. No one lied about you. No one set you up. Why would they set you up? You're not in. You're not in this. You're a Molly sim, and she don't even care about you. Hey, Meanie Frog, Tater Tot. She thinks she's really important in this whole thing, and she's not. Why is this making me go out every time I want to pause and stop? It's driving me nuts.
I have that clip. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Get on with it because I've got Katie Joy putting me right in your place with all your
1 second.
facts.
Okay, that's her plan. Let's see, for next week. That one was next. I wonder if I uploaded it.
You're working on a plan for next week?
I didn't. Okay, let me put it up here real quick. It only took me a second. Let me see where it is. I'll put this phone 1 second.
And she spends hours. Hey, Boston girl Bridget. She's hours doing this crap.
Oh my gosh.
I'm wondering if she has a life outside of this because, hey, the queen, she spends hours and hours and hours. I don't have that many hours in a day. Hey, Brittany.
And I'm absolutely a clip up here. So let's go with it.
Okay.
This is just to prove to y'all, if I'm really going for her real life, this is why I demand the proof because you're such a fucking fraud that nobody believes you. Nobody. All right, let's see.
No, nobody believes you, little girl. It is what it is.
I don't watch No Senses Live anymore. She can go on with her fake facts for 6-hour streams. I don't give a shit. Because everything that she's claimed is debunked. Nobody cares. And she can go back over whatever she wants to go over. It is what it is. She's already been exposed, so nobody gives a shit. All right, let's go. Okay, it's probably under videos. Let me see real quick.
Okay. I'm waiting for you to show me some proof of everything you're saying because you never show no receipts. Just the things that you twist around. We're stupid.
Okay, here we are. Okay. I'm going to read.
I'm about to show you here as soon as we get through some of these videos of yours how stupid you sound and look.
You're going to die when you see this. Like, literally, nonsense. If you're going to get me, make sure you get me.
Oh, my God.
Literally, make sure. Make sure it's not an easy catch because you know I'm smarter than you. It won't work. Okay. I'm hurrying. Wait on this to download so I can put it up there.
I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh.
Come on. And y'all can clip me eating. I don't care.
Are you doing a Molly now? See, you copy everything from Molly. Now you're eating on screen too?
Sorry, I'm just waiting on it.
How about just
I know that I have
camera down while you're eating
there,
we don't really want to
apparently it's not there, so I'm gonna repeat it up there. Don't worry, nonsense. I got you. I'm not gonna wait till later. I'm gonna make sure we do all this in order. That way they can see what a fraud you are and how you gaslight everybody. You're gonna hear a noise, guys. Sorry.
You understand what gaslight means? Can you please Google that? Oh, you took the camera down finally. You don't have to watch you eat. That's nice. Where'd you go? You always leave your line. That's really rude to your audience. Come on, I want to see this big reveal, this big bomb you have that proves everything you've been saying. Because so far, not for nothing.
All right.
You got to echo.
Got it. All right, we got it. All right, so I'm going to play this clip real quick. Pay attention close to what she says.
All right, everybody, pay attention.
Just heads up. They're going to say, nonsense, just doxed every single one of the admins on Facebook. This was a public group. These were the very names that they used in said public group. They were using their names as is. This is not doxing. Again, public groups, public information, not doxing. And it's been out here for fucking months. So don't start whining about it now because they didn't even whine about it. They never claimed it was doxing because they knew that was pathetic and would never stick because these were the very names that they used. So there's your next narrative, Vada. I gave you another 8 hours. I gave you another 8 hours of content. You're welcome. Just giving you a heads up.
Okay. No, honey, it ain't gonna take 8 hours. It'll take about 3 minutes to sync you with
this one. Oh no, you spend hours
make sure everybody heard that. Everybody heard her say,
stuff.
It's pretty pathetic, right?
Okay. Now, do you understand what was being said there, Vada Tata? Look, Tata, I'm going to roast you today. When you're in a public group and you use your full name and your name in the public group, it is no longer private. You understand that? You showed private messages from Judy Bills. There's a big difference. You read the definition, but you didn't understand what you were reading. So telling you to Google anything is like really a waste of time, isn't it? Because there's just no one home. And you can go look on Facebook. Those names are all over. They weren't doxed. They had no problems with it. So why do you? This was your big bombshell. This is what I waited for. Dear Lord. Girl, your age sure does show. Well, maybe not your age.
Pathetic for someone to try to claim that names on a public Facebook group is doxing, right? And she's referring to these names right here. Question: why didn't you show all of them? Just wondering. But anyways, let's keep going.
Because
so
unlike
she claims
you,
that we might claim that she's doxing these admins by showing their names since they're public on Facebook, right? And y'all remember this post right here that I just read where she's saying that I'm harassing Judy B and doxing her, blah, blah.
You did.
Okay, me attacking and doxing Judy B.
Okay, there's a difference between showing stuff in a public group and showing personal messages. Get it? The difference,
Nonsense. Just pay attention because this is how quick and how easy it is to own your ass. So, in my last stream, I saw Judy there. And I said, hi, JB.
Oh, no,
mind letting everyone know in the chat
almost 5 hour live
that I did not dox you? She said a message was sent to me saying I was doxed last week. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this was my response to Nonsense's post, right? Okay. This was my response to her dumbass post that was pointless and stupid because those dumb bitches try to frame me every chance they get.
Oh,
so
my
first
God,
thing I say
nobody
is,
tries to
dear
frame
dumbass,
you.
First of all, fuck you. Oh, second, send me the evidence by the end of the night. Well, here's
Honestly,
evidence
I'm
that
the
you're
only
a
one
fake
that
ass
gives
fraud,
you any attention.
like I proved 100 times. Anyways, by the end of the night, why don't you send me proof that Aaron and I are going after your life, or that we're going after your husband's job, you fake lying bitch. It's never happened. Also, it better not be cut, cropped, and chopped. Until then, I owe you bitches nothing.
That actually did it.
Lastly, I've already proved you doxed Penelope, so don't even try me on that one. Also, nice try with trying to frame me as doxing and attacking Judy Biel.
You did.
So that you can manipulate Thunderdome or the Cranes to come after me, you evil cunt.
What?
So enough said, and fuck you. You are exposed again. And down here, I said, Dear Nunya, look back at your messages with Judy, and you'll find that she didn't think I doxed her either. You can stick those screenshots you sent her up your ass. To my followers, here's proof, once again, of no sense in Nunya trying to frame me. If I'm such a non-factor, then why are you stalking my comments? Get the hell out of here with you damn stalkers. It must suck to get owned and exposed so badly. So then I post a few screenshots, which I'm going to show you.
Oh.
The screenshot that y'all see right there is literally this one.
Okay.
Right, where Nunya's accusing me of doxing and attacking Judy Biel.
You did.
Okay. But here's the problem with y'all's little setup.
Okay. How's that a setup? It was your messages.
Here's the problem. Dear No Sense in Nunya, just debunked your framing fake ass narrative again. I talked to Judy Biel. She said, Vada, I absolutely don't consider what I saw on your lives as doxing me or attacking me. The chat and you actually were defending me. However, I'd appreciate not being included nor mentioned because I am going through a lot. Thank you.
What did you
I told her I was going to
mention
mention her during this before y'all start on that.
Let's
keep going real quick.
No, wait a minute. What did you want this woman to say in response to you? You didn't stick up for her. There was one person in your chat that did. I've read all the messages, which I rarely ever read chats, but I went back and read yours. You didn't stick up for her. You have been harassing and bothering this poor woman who does have a lot to deal with. I remember all of that from back then. Leave the woman alone. She's not even a factor in this, okay? Why do you keep bringing her up? Hi, Shopaholic. You keep bringing her up. No one else. She's asked you several times to leave her alone. She even said she unsubscribed or unfollowed you on Facebook, and you still won't leave her alone. So who's the one that's harassing and bothering someone? How many times does someone have to ask you to leave them alone? It's not immaturity, it's stupidity in your case. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but it is. Like I said, no more nice guy with
y'all
you.
want to see what Nanya sent her as proof that I doxed her? This is me doxing and attacking Judy Bill. You're gonna
nonsense. Don't care about you. Actually, I don't either. I just
hilarious.
Wanted to call you out because I
are
found some
so
stuff
fucking
from
dumb.
Katie Joy to prove you're lying.
Okay. So that's an email from Erica Stream, right? That I did,
go back with
and
the
it literally
Erica
says
stuff.
Judy
My
Bill.
head hurts.
And I put, if you're a dumbass and you know it, clap your hands. Quick, Nanya and nonsense before you miss your moment in the spotlight.
Okay.
And I said, this is evidence sent from Nanya to Judy Bill that shows me doxing and harassing her.
You did.
Okay.
You absolutely did.
So, here's the proof that I didn't dox her.
Oh.
She literally goes by Judy Bill on fucking Facebook.
That was sent.
What were you just saying about fucking admins again?
You showed private messages.
They don't go, any moron would know that they went by their names, right? It's pathetic to claim that I'm doxing them. See, she gaslit her audience because she knew that I got her ass. Once again.
Do you know what gaslit
Did y'all
means?
catch that? Did y'all catch what was happening?
Oh my
That would
Lord.
be good content. Printing out screenshots, crumple them up into balls, and then she literally could shove them right up her ass for real.
Okay.
Did y'all catch everything that just happened? Like,
she's missing an entire section.
That's what I say every time. This is like time number 6.
Nothing more.
Pretty pathetic. You're live, literally saying, "Oh, Vada's going to say that." Let's watch that clip one more time. It is too ironic to hear. I have to. I can't even believe this bitch.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward.
If that doesn't prove that I'm not going after her real life, I don't know what will. That bitch frames me on a weekly basis. Last week, they altered a tweet and tried to say I retweeted it. And I went to those comments and I said, this better not. I said, I don't want no cut and crop. Show me real proof. And Nanya's like, oh, I got the screen recording. Don't worry. And I said, you better post that bitch then. Oh, did it happen? No.
Vada, you don't care about screen recordings and timestamps because they've been sent to you and you don't care. It doesn't matter to you. I don't know if you got blinders on or if it's just stupidity or a combination of both.
Nonsense just doxed every single one of the admins on Facebook. This was a public group. These were the very names that they used in.
All right. And then here was Nonsense's post that night.
Okay, why do you keep showing that?
Vada, I just got sent a screenshot of your comments saying again, nothing but lies, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go down to the bottom paragraph because that's what matters. Everyone has tried to shut the door on many issues, and here you are continually lying and creating new issues for random people. Your attempt to get me at, and sadly, all this is harming random strangers like Judy Bill, not me. Leave Judy Bill alone for the last damn time. When was the first time? I've never mentioned Judy Bill ever.
What?
Anyways. P.S. I'm nonsense and only nonsense. Stop putting me in groups of people when I do absolutely fine speaking for me and when and if I blah, blah, blah. I'll leave that up for you to finish reading.
I have no idea, nonsense. Wait till the second video.
I couldn't even take her serious. Like, it was pointless to make it was all to go along with framing me with Judy Bill. And the reason why...
she's going to tell us what happened with the money. Where the money went in our next video.
And Stephanie from Thunderdome and the Cranes which I think she's just with Thunderdome, came out of hiding just to go after Erica for attacking Judy Bill.
I'm gonna say this to
so
her
they
one more
thought
time.
If they could frame me with Judy.
Tata, you had people on your panel telling you that Nonsense was never, ever a part of Thunderdome or the Cranes. And you still ran with it on your live, even after they sat there and told you. You don't want to see the facts. You don't want to see the truth.
Bill, since Thunderdome knows who I am now, that
because
they would
of you.
That's the point of doing this.
Thunderdome knows who you are because of what you're doing on Facebook with this crap. You involve them.
Let's go to the next one real quick. Here's proof that Judy Bill goes by Judy Bill on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Nonsense. There's a almost 5-hour live that she did after this one.
Doxer. Vada, I absolutely don't consider what I saw on your live as doxing me nor attacking yourself.
Me. What do you want
the chat and you actually were defending me, which we were.
No, you were not.
However, I'd appreciate not being included nor mentioned because I'm going through a lot. Thank you. And as you can see, she goes by Judy Bill on Facebook. Literally. Just like you said about the admins, dumbass.
Oh my Lord. Okay. If she knows nothing.
I want to make sure I leave the screenshots up there long enough that way they can't read that comment you left and then throw a narrative with that saying, "Oh, she threw them up on the screen real fast."
Because her whole life stalking Facebook and stalking YouTube. Hi, LG.
Here's the next one I put up. So I put, this is the evidence sent from Nunya to Judy Bill that shows me doxing and harassing her. Literally, it's an email from Erica to Molly, and it says Judy Bill. That's me doxing and attacking Judy Bill. So I said, if you're a dumbass and you know it, clap your hands.
Okay, you're showing private messages with people's names in
moment in the spotlight.
You're frustrated.
And once again, I prove it's not a dox.
Now I know I'm definitely not smoking another cigarette.
Judy Bill goes by frickin' Judy Bill. And I said, try again, morons.
Okay, I'm going to try to fast forward through some of this because I want to get to the second one.
So I'll try to go slower. So now that y'all can see what a fraud they are.
Don't go slower.
Years and years and years, right? Of everything that's going on, I can tell you what she's going to do next week. She's so bored. She doesn't have any content. So what she's going to do is she's going to be sucking Katie's dick for the next couple weeks and going into probably the Nat situation, trying to frame Steven, Aaron, probably something to do with Katie. That's all I'm going to say. And she's going to try to add me and sprinkle me in there, even though I was not even a creator, which I'll show you my first Facebook post ever of the day I started my channel, which you can go look when my channel was started. That was in November. I wasn't here years and years and years ago. So you can blow that up your ass before you even, she's dropping little seeds. This is what she does on a weekly basis. She drops little seeds, which always lets me know that you're going to frame me, dumbass. And.
Okay. Again, how are you going to be framed? I'm really confused in this one because you have been on Facebook for quite a long time. You inserted yourself into this because, first off, you like Katie, and then you got on the cater train and you jumped into Molly. You had no part in this. You don't know what you're talking about. We know when you started your channel, Vada. No one cares. That's where you're missing the point. They are so far off. It's funny. Yeah, they are. Whoa. Judy. Wait a minute. Where'd that comment go? Judy, back on Erica Speaks video, she commented under JB and told people it was her. That's all the girl got is insults because I don't understand how people listen to it. Okay, I want to try to fast forward through some of this because she's just going on about how she knows what Nonsense is doing.
How many of you know about, which there's 2 people that I promise I would start from scratch with, but how many of you know about the Katie Joy Marvon story sort of thing from the beginning. Who knows about the Marvon
you
story?
You clearly don't.
From the very beginning. Hey, y'all, sorry, getting ready for Kip. Hand pink waving. Just wanted to say hi, Dash X. Oh, well, part 1 of the stream is done. So, Nonsense, there's your first, which I know you won't because you're too much of a pussy, but you would like to debunk me on Judy Bill and me doxing Judy Bill. Go ahead. I'm waiting on it. I'd love that. And Nanya, I'm still waiting on the screen recording for the tweet you altered last week from the last framing. What was the frame before that one? I can't remember.
No one's framed what you're failing to realize. No one's framed you. No one cares enough to frame you, honey. You did dox Judy, and you've been harassing this woman that has not had nothing to do with this. So, okay, you actually proved nothing. What did you want Judy to say? She keeps asking you to leave her alone. She's unfollowed you, unjoined your Facebook group and everything, and you still are bothering this woman.
I'm going to show y'all today where I came from.
We don't care.
It's not from years and years and years. But I'm going to show you the red flags that sent me right up.
Okay, no one cares where you came from. It wasn't just specifically meant at you. It was about the whole situation. You inserted yourself into the Facebook groups when they started. And then when you seen a chance to jump on the hate train and jump in Molly's, be a simp, you did it.
Over the board.
Go ahead and tell us.
And I started looking into all of this, okay? But first I wanted to show y'all, since Nonsense has never doxed anybody and she's innocent. By the way, I forgot to tell, I think I already said this, but Nunya had admitted to somebody that she was the one that doxed Penelope.
Where's the proof?
And that's sad.
Okay, where's the proof of that? I want to see the proof of that. You've said this repeatedly. Nonsense did not dox Penelope, and neither did Nunya. Though if Nonsense would have, rightfully so after what they've done to her. But she didn't do that. I've never seen her dox anybody. And again, where's your proof, Vada? Not just your words. Where's your proof? Not something you put together and chopped all up. Where's the actual proof?
Because we have that. But let's see. Let's see who else No Sense has doxed. They said, show the proof that she's ever doxed anybody.
Show us.
Don't trust me, because I'll definitely call your bluff. All right. Nonsense doxing Brittany the admin. Here we go.
No, she didn't.
Nonsense doxing Brittany. Right here, and you say you and Katie don't work together, but here you are, right here, together, framing the narrative to frame Letitia with. This is how y'all did it.
God.
What they do is post an article of Brittany's criminal background. Katie already had pulled Brittany's criminal background to use to frame Letitia with this fraud narrative. And then over here, dumbass posts the same thing. And I'll leave this up for a minute and go slow.
So that
somebody that will go along with your narrative.
Wait a minute. That says they're working together? Oh, all right, fast forward. I'm really confused in that. That says they're working together? Please tell me how. Oh, I won't just let go. Sorry, guys. This thing's going crazy on me. I don't know what's going on. And it might be telling me that this video is crazy, not the user. Oh, come on.
Okay, so that's her doxing Brittany.
Okay, I'll go back to that because I want to see that. Okay.
November.
First off, Katie Joy is the one who put out Brittany's information. All right. It wasn't a dox. Just because you share a post, you're not working with someone.
11th is when I started my channel. I mean, that is the day that I originally had that first video up, and then I had to take it down because of the audio and blah, blah, blah. But that was the day I originally started my channel. New channel finally launched today. That's on November 11th. So where's these years and years and years and years and years? Just because I talked to Aaron and Steve, who've been here for years. And if you try to frame them, I'll be after you. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, you do that.
Did you see the uncivil law DM I sent? Oh no. Hey EKC, we just went over Judy Bill. All right, so next, this shit is too easy. Well, since you wanted to threaten me, and since what you're going into next week, which gives me a head start, because I already know what you're going to do because you have no fucking life, so you have to go through past streams so that you can reframe them and frame people with them. Let's go over what the definition of framing is. And I'm not schooling y'all. I'm schooling her because she literally has an empty fucking space between her fucking ears.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
Are you really kidding me?
I know that I put that in here.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. Oh my God. I want to get to the point where I can
Twitter, so fuck that.
The videos I have.
Fair game. Anyways. Parts of this story are very important, and the hate she is getting is overshadowing even someone totally uninvolved with any drama between creators. Me trying to get credible evidence out. Well, that you didn't do a good job. There's so much back end stuff to cover. Thankfully, someone is putting out information and helping correct the path of this devastating story. I hope to God you're not saying Katie Joy is who that is. I'm just trying to provide facts, and this is facts. Oh my God.
I've asked her the same thing, nonsense. I didn't never get a response.
What she's showing? She's literally using, what do you call those terms? She's using buzzwords to make you believe that's what she's doing. Mm-hmm. And I just showed y'all how she gaslit. She absolutely purposely pointed that doxing the admin thing at me because she knows what she did to me. And I made sure everybody saw that. So, anyways, here we go.
Did y'all get all that out of that?
And when you said that I'm hurting Marvon, nice try, dumbass. Nobody believes you. I'm not hurting Marvon by trying to help his mother that you framed. Get real. There is so much back in stuff to cover. Thankfully, someone is putting out information, helping correct the path of this devastating story. Bitch, you made it devastating. I'm just trying to provide facts, and this is facts. I said before, you need to use critical thinking skills on the information presented. Well, first, you got to hunt your fucking brain to be able to do that.
Okay.
So maybe that's
critical. Wait a minute. Critical thinking skills, girlfriend. You don't have any.
To those who have developmental disabilities, real classic group there. Yeah, that's all they got. Okay. Hey Vada, I wanted to stop in and tell you to keep on kicking ass and taking names. You're a smart little mama. Thank you.
Oh, whoa. Whoever said that to you should
What's really the TL doctor now? Okay. Oh my God. You're going to die, dash eggs. You're going to see where they try to find me this week. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do like a week.
Okay. Can you guys still see my screen? Okay. I got to pause this for a minute because I got a headache. Buzzwords? Are you kidding me? I don't know where you're looking up your definitions to stuff, but girlfriend, let me tell you something. You're in the bathroom screaming how many times? That's your background when you're in your bathroom, by the way. And thank goodness you don't have a stressed out tube top on this one. But do you have it on for your 5-hour live? Because I really don't want to see it. Anyway, you weren't set up. You were harassing people. You inserted yourself into something you clearly know nothing about. Because had you paid attention to anything that's been going on, you wouldn't be saying the stuff you're saying and looking stupid. But you go and think that because I got, keep busting on Katie. I'm not a Katie fan, but I got some videos for you, baby. And Lord knows, everybody knows I'm not a Katie fan.
Weekly frame up. It's going to show what they're framing me with each week. How about that? That'll be fun.
You're being framed every week?
Okay.
Well, damn.
Let's keep going. So that was her doxing Brittany. So there's you one dox, people. Here's nonsense doxing Letitia, which I have permission to show this whole thing right here.
Okay. It's already been out there.
This was to make the audience believe that this car was in relation to the other car that caused Letitia and Dre not to get along.
Nope.
Right? This car is a totally different car. It's a lawsuit that Letitia has for a voluntary repossession. She volunteered to get the car back for her youngest son. Has nothing to do with the car that's mentioned at the beginning with Dre and Marvon. But she pretends it is an issue and that people are confused, which they're not. Katie sent her this doc. She claims Katie didn't.
Yes, people were confused. Katie put this out there. The only reason why it was even brought up in Nonsense's chat or Nonsense's channel is because it was already out there and Nonsense didn't want people getting it all mixed up. Go back and watch the video because you know you have stopped everything Nonsense has done.
And
listen, you're really. Let me take it. Let me take a deep breath here. Okay. You said you used to watch all Nonsense's videos. Clearly, you didn't have your ears open. Because if you even went back and watched them once, you would know who put that out there. And it's not Nonsense wasn't doxing Letitia. Letitia's info has been all over the place. Okay? I cannot.
Because she was right there in the comments with the rest of it. But this is her doxing Letitia. So there's you a second dox. And here's Katie in the comments with the rest of the docs. If you don't believe me.
Okay, that's Katie, no nonsense.
So she can lie all she wants to and say Katie didn't send it to her. Nobody's that fucking dumb except your followers.
Oh my God.
Okay,
what's it gonna
let's keep going.
Does without a crystal ball have to come right out and tell you how wrong you are? Because I was in the comments a lot during that time, and honestly, I didn't see Nonsense in the comments.
In here.
Just saying,
Which if nobody knows what that's referencing, that's the Wizard of Oz when the witch has those flying monkeys flying around, doing all of her bidding.
Okay.
If you're in here for
flying monkey
tonight,
now?
Send her a message.
Damn, what happened to my paycheck?
Gotcha, bitch.
No, you don't write anybody, honey. Please quit eating on screen. Take yourself off camera.
Let's keep going.
God, did you have to inherit everything from
I'm just going to show y'all some tampered, her evidence on her stream. She's like, oh, I don't post screenshots over and over and over again to show evidence because I've done it a billion times. Blah, 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 blah. It's all tampered.
It's all tampered?
And I'm going to prove that to you here in a minute.
I got to see this proof.
Girl, you make it too easy. You're lucky. I am in a chill mood tonight.
Oh, we are?
All right. So the first thing I wanted to show y'all. Oh, let's finish with her doxing. So we showed.
Okay, everybody. She wants everybody to understand, hi, Outlaw Trucker, that she's in a better mood tonight. Yeah, I believe no one sent you a message. Nonsense. Yeah. Hi, Gina Marie. Yeah, she tampered. The only one that's tampered with Lucy is her.
Again, it was being passed around already. The only reason why I reposted it was because it was being confused with the current situation. Again, don't really care, but that's what it is.
That's exactly what I just said.
All of her background and posted it all over. Like, that's never happened. In fact, my audience probably doesn't even realize what type of charges Letitia actually has. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. They've never heard that from me. I've never even mentioned the charges that Marvon Sr. has. We've never gone into that because we haven't needed to. And again, you guys know what I posted. I post it publicly. I show you guys. It's in my videos. Like, it's all there.
You mean one?
Okay, so what did that prove? Because Nonsense isn't the one that put out that information. I know where I got it from, and it wasn't from Nonsense. I honestly got it from Without a Crystal Ball, Facebook.
And that's my biggest complaint, girl. You talk way too fucking fast. We can't understand what you're saying. So I'm trying to, Xanax it down. I'm not on a Xanax. I'm trying. That's my term for chill fuck out. All right,
my gosh.
Okay, so this post is her doxing Marvon Sr. that she just said she didn't dox. Okay, sorry, I needed to update.
This stuff was already posted.
Okay, sorry, I needed to update some things in regards to the last post. My questions still stand, and transparency is needed. And Marvon Sr. is Marvon's dad, and Letitia is Marvon's mom. But yet I'm hurting Marvon.
No, okay, all right. First, let's get it right. They are his biological parents. He was adopted as a small child. I think he was like 18 months old. Maybe a little older, by his great-grandmother, the woman you guys don't talk about, because then it doesn't, fit your little story you've made up. That's who raised him. That's who his parents were, however you want to word it. They were not neighbors, like you said, and Letitia was a part of his life the whole time growing up. Marvon has said that in his own words. Go listen to it. And the Facebook groups are the one that docs Marvon Sr.'s stuff. And Letitia is the one who put out about his history. I don't want to get into the criminal side of it, but Letitia's the one who did it in the Facebook group.
Anyways, let's keep going.
No.
Okay, sorry, I needed to update some things in regards to the last post. My questions still stand and transparency is needed. Oh, bitch, shut up with that. Every time she doxes somebody, transparency is needed. Well, you're the one crying wolf every time you claim someone's going after your real life and blah, blah, blah. You ever heard that phrase, the boy who cried wolf? This is her. When you really get doxed and people are really going after your real life, nobody's going to believe you. So, anyways. I do have more proof that I'm holding on to, waiting for some individuals to do the right thing. I wonder what that was about. And yes, I'll drop it all. Of course you will, especially considering these people are posting fundraisers for individuals and no one is being transparent.
And that's what they did, Taduh.
I'm starting to hate these words, guys. Transparent, facts, misinformation.
You clearly don't know the definition of them. You should hate them.
Anytime someone says they're giving facts or misinformation, I immediately think fraud. Okay. I received information that Marvon's bio father was in prison. Well, he's not in prison currently. Or it's not a blank, blank, blank. I'm going to skip all that. And then I'm going to start with and then immediately to a Teen Challenge residential program. Other people do know the truth, but some are saying the term prison.
Okay, you do understand that Without a Crystal Ball put this stuff out there, right? And you know how she got the info? From the Facebook group where Letitia put it. Okay? You definitely do not know what you're talking about. You really don't. You really, truly don't. And it's frustrating.
Needed to get a pass to leave prison. It's not a prison of sorts, but it is part of the terms and conditions of his sentence. He is considered in a facility.
I'm going to fast forward through a little bit of this because I want to show the videos that I have of the stuff she's been saying, and it'll take forever to get to it with this one.
This is the kind of evidence that dumbass shows.
Oh.
And none of her whole Facebook group caught on. None of them.
What?
And there's 15 of them. This is just 3 as an example. They were cutting and cropping screenshots to frame Letitia with.
What?
Okay. Can everybody see them really, really good? Let me know.
Okay. Whoa, where's my screener go?
Let me know if you can see them. I just don't understand people who double down on a lie when it's easy to prove it's a lie. They didn't expect somebody like me to come in and out their ass. That's what happened. He's not smart. He's running scared. Oh my God, I know you're talking about Unichode. Can y'all see? Y'all really good. I'll leave them up there where y'all can see them really good.
Really serious?
Y'all see the white lines that I'm talking about that were cut?
If they were so cut and cropped, how do you have them?
All right, next up, I'm going to show you another tampered piece of evidence. And I'm showing you this stuff because this is what I'm trying to show in Molly's stream, but it's kind of far away. So you can't see it unless it's up close. So these are the ones that I really want to show.
Do you understand where those messages came from? Do you understand that those were not from nonsense? Are you really that stupid? They came from the freaking admins of the group.
I can get to the altered thumbnail. I know I have it.
Yeah, you're altered, and not in a good way. Trust and believe that.
This is a sad, sad, sad story. All right, nonsense. There was your first piece of evidence. Prove me wrong. Okay. What's a lie?
Where was the evidence? Those were messages from the Facebook admins.
All right, let's find the altered thumbnail of Unirock. Here we are.
Oh, why are you bringing Uni into this again? Okay. Are you going to talk? Did you walk away again? Vada, are you there? Vada, where'd you go? Okay, I don't know where she went, but let's go forward a little bit. Is she gonna
Let me
tell
know
me?
if you can hear me before I keep going.
Oh Lord, trust me, we can hear you. You may not want to.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. But you do a fantastic
I
job.
need to know from y'all
Those
before I keep
messages
going.
came
You can hear
directly
me.
to my
Okay.
inbox from an admin.
So what we're looking at here is, so on Unirock's channel, right? He was trying to frame Molly and Letitia as making $80,000. Okay, and I found this, sent it to Molly, and Molly I think sent it to Goose or some shit, and they called him out for it. He was coming up with all kinds of bullshit figures, okay? And then up here the lady says, he says in the first 5 minutes that Molly made $80K in super chats for the whole year.
Hey, good
Not off
MD.
of him. Well, he gets called out for this stuff now because he's
Okay, wait a
so he gets
minute,
at the
wait a minute here. Now,
finally he gets to get the fuck
I'm
about
not,
that anymore.
I can't
But he was
defend you. What I can tell you is Molly put out that she made $86,000. Okay, that came from Molly. And no, it wasn't just in super chats and stuff. It was the totality was probably didn't include the cash apps and the PayPal. So again, you're getting your misinformation.
too lazy to redo his thumbnail,
Oh.
and instead, you see the black Sharpie. You see the money coming out of her mouth, and it says Molly made, and he colored in with a Sharpie the 2 zeros over here,
Hey,
where it says 80. It said 80,000 off of Marvon Jr. So on his channel, he changed the thumbnail to say 8,000. He changed the title instead of right here it's saying "Go Molly Golightly made 80,000 off of Marvon Jr. and saying blah blah blah." He changed his title to 8,000, which I'm going to show y'all. But what he didn't realize is Nonsense promoted this stream on her fucking Facebook page, and I found it. He forgot about that. So he changed the altered thumbnail everywhere else, but
the words in the background make sense and make sense in the story. They were about LB showing Marvon's hospital name being 5 miles away if you read it. No big the info in it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, here we go, mixing Uni things. I said Uni is responsible for his own words. Exactly.
go to youtube.com and see if that dumbass still has that thumbnail on his channel, because he
Can
probably
you do
does.
anything
Watch.
but swear and
I haven't looked in a
name
long
call?
time. It was
Your
there.
immaturity is
It doesn't
your
take much
level
to prove
is
y'all as
down there,
frauds.
girl.
Like, she's like, quit defaming me. Quit giving out misinformation and lies about me. Tell me what the fuck I'm lying about. All right. This way, hopefully it's still here. That way y'all know I didn't do it. This moron literally probably left it up here. Let me see. That one, it looks like he used the same thumbnail for, so that's probably not it. One second.
Right, I'm gonna fast forward.
I'm hunting for it before I change my
drives me crazy.
I know it's way down here.
Oh my god! Ash your cigarette, okay? Come on, get out of the bathroom.
So I was catching these things as we went along, right?
On the toilet?
And I was like, "Is anybody seeing this shit? Like, hello?"
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward.
All right.
I might go to the second live.
Let's go to where they altered that murder clip real quick.
They altered what?
Now, on this clip that I'm about to show y'all, right? They altered this clip. This is the clip that I'm about to show you, okay? Molly says in it, "We don't want to watch you murder your husband."
Oh,
so
no,
no. She called Dre a murderer. Right, here it is.
She did many times. She said that Dre killed him. As a matter of fact, I have the video on my channel.
I believe she murdered him. Just making sure y'all see it.
Without a crystal ball's never denied saying
she was getting heat bad for this, okay? And she didn't want to be the only creator going down for this.
But
so
Molly
her
has
Nonsense
said it too,
worked
many
together.
times.
Because Nonsense is fucking, what is it called, is on it. Where you want credit for the clip. I wouldn't want credit for that fucking clip. What an idiot. But this is the
really
common sense we're working with,
like
guys.
potato.
Here's the clip, okay? What Molly says, "We don't want to watch you murder your husband." I'll play the original first. Let's go to it. Because this is actually Nonsense trying to gaslight her audience. She won't show the proof of where her and Katie were on a post together trying to frame Molly with it. She'll only be like, "Well, you need to credit the channel that the clip came from." No, y'all took it from that channel, then altered
So
it.
you're trying to stir the taters up. Good luck, because they've never worked together.
And if you want to see the full scenario of that,
yes,
we'll
do.
We'll go to my channel and I'll show you the full scenario of that.
Oh, no, you won't.
First, I want y'all to see
then
the original clip of it. Where is it? Is it on this brand? It's on the other brand. There was so much, guys, I had to do 2 brands.
Okay. I know what you're getting ready to show. And you know what? My video is a little different than this one, but I got it directly from Molly's live.
I want to tell the truth. That way you'll be into this story once we get into it. But here's the clip that they cut it from right here.
And now she's covering her mouth.
We won't get into your zen, sweetheart.
Oh, the fake empathy.
Yeah. We don't need her. We just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that?
Okay.
Wait, what was just said there? What was just said there?
Exactly.
Do I need to rewind it? Oh, I think I do, because this has been twisted and turned by a special little YouTuber and told that I made this up and I edited this clip, that this was my clip that I edited to make it sound like this. This is what they have had her thinking was I edited what she said.
Let me correct her. She knows exactly what we're saying. She's trying to play her audience by using that clip right there. She's showing her audience that clip because she's trying to make it look like we are trying to say that she altered that clip. No, that's the original clip, and she knows it. She altered that one. That original one.
Whoa.
Which I'll show you.
Sorry, guys, I'll step away for a second.
We never said.
Okay.
She knows damn well what's happening.
Okay, wait a minute. No one altered that clip. Quit flattering yourself. And Molly did say, I don't want to watch you murmur him. But the clip I have, Molly outright says, you killed him. Go on my channel and watch it. It's like a 2-3 minute clip. But if need be, I'll play it for you.
Happening, but she's gaslighting her audience. She won't show
You're the only one trying to gaslight
the whole
here.
thing that they did. That's where her dumbass audience doesn't catch on. But here we go. Which I can't really call them dumbasses because they don't know what they don't know. You know, they don't. But here's what they posted on Facebook. Let's play it. And you're going to see where they cut it. They let Goose, they try to distract everybody by putting Goose at the beginning of the clip, right? And then where Molly says, we don't want to watch you murder your husband, they cut where it said, we don't want to watch you. They cut that off. Boom, right there. They only left the part that said, murder your husband. Okay?
Okay.
They cut off, we don't want to watch you, and left only, murder your husband. Okay? Here we go.
Okay, but that's still her saying. That is still her saying the words. Okay, nobody altered the clip. It was taken off of another channel. So if you got an issue with that, go to that channel. But you know what? My clip wasn't taken off of another channel. My clip was totally recorded while I was puking in my mouth watching Molly's live just to get a screen recording. Yeah, and she deleted those lives real quick, didn't she? Yeah, you need to talk to your buddy. And by the way, you keep telling us you're going to show us where the money is. And in your next video, you claim you're going to explain to us where the money is. So I'm real curious to see where it is.
Let me find the altered one. That's on number 4. Let me go back to number 4. Here we go. There's so much shit. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Here we go.
Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dreish murderer.
Watch her murder her husband. Mistreat her.
Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called. Because at the end of the day, you're.
One more time, all right? You're only going to hear the part that says, murder your husband. You're not going to hear, we don't want to watch you murder your husband. You're only going to hear, murder your husband, okay?
Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dreish murderer.
Watch her murder her husband. Mistreat her.
Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called.
Did y'all catch that before we keep going?
Did you catch it? Because apparently you didn't. You really didn't.
No, you can call them dumbasses. They are choosing not to see what is right in front of them. Exactly. And nonsense
Oh
like
my God,
exposed
what are the
who?
dumbasses?
Y'all haven't showed no proof that I've done anything, bitch. I have laid this out 10 times and your dumbass just ignores it. Oh my God.
Laid what out? What have you laid out? Because so far I haven't seen anything. But you editing clips and twisting words and tampering with, as you say, tampering with screenshots and messages and everything else. You haven't put out one real receipt, one real fact yet. I don't know what her point is. Isn't she saying the same thing Nonsense said? Molly accused her. Exactly. And my clip is totally different than this one. My clip is right with Molly and Justin. And Molly says, you K'd him. So, and we all know Katie Joy said it. Katie's admitted it, owned it, apologized, and stepped out. Oh, this. Now, see, I'm starting to get to do what she does. I got to
1 second. I'm just trying to screen. It's not this one. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to find it.
They know where that clip came from, Nonsense. They know that.
Oh, I think it's on my pre-record stuff. Just kidding.
She's using Katie's clip. Yeah, the clips are different, Sally. You're right. She just literally played Nonsense's clip when Nonsense said, did you catch that? What about Goose also confirming Letitia was in prison? Let's go further in that clip. Hear Vada and hear that. Yeah. She won't do that, though. We don't want to watch you murder your husband. She is not implying that Ray murdering your husband. But I have it on my channel where Molly has actually said that I got off of Molly's own live. And she won't play the whole clips because then the truth comes out. Oh, do we have to watch your two cup that falls down again? Are you playing yourself again? People leave comments. Yeah, she won't. I'm blocked. She won't even respond. I sent her everything she asked me for, and then she blocked me. Vada, this is you manipulating stuff, though. Look at what you've done. What? Hey, Smiles. Oh, I'm sorry. I had the sound turned off, people. I'll back that up.
She says right here, this is
she's
the catch.
saying
She
that
says, we are
Molly
watching
has
Dre
never
murder her
said it.
husband.
Wait a minute.
That's where
I'm
they
sorry.
cut it.
I just had the sound turned off. I got to back that up and answer too. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and read this post. Molly's moderator, Goose, and other creators want you to believe that I am the only creator that believed and said Dre murdered her husband. You are the only one.
No, she's not.
This is false. CMC, the protest truce nonsense in the holler, pulled together these clips, and I'm sharing here for you to see. I have retracted my statements and stated that I was misled when I made statements about Dre's involvement in Vaughn's attempted suicide. It's too late for that. You sent audio to the damn police department to implicate her and get them to open the case. You sent audio to CPS, try to get her kids taken away. You turned her into the border. You got evidence sent down there to get her turned in at the damn border. Ooh. I have not pushed for additional investigation.
Okay, first off, you're wrong. Molly has said it many, many times. She also said that Dre would harm her children. Again, the stuff is there. You just don't choose to acknowledge it, Vada. And you show very tiny portions. You don't go into the clip because you don't want the truth out there. Anybody can take a video and clip little seconds out of it to spin a narrative that they want. And that's exactly what you do. You don't show anything factual and you're not truthful. And you're good with lying. That's what makes you a little... I'll never mind. I won't say
it. After I realized this was a false and haven't continued to spread misinformation. Molly is one of several creators that have said Dre murdered her husband. No, she never has.
Yes,
y'all need to try to get her on something else.
Yes, she has. I've heard her say it. I've watched her say it. So yes, she has. And again, there's a video, a short video on my channel with Molly saying it herself.
In this video, Molly says, we are watching Dre murder her husband. See, she says right here, this is the catch. She says, we are watching Dre murder her husband. That's where they cut it.
You need to learn YouTube.
When it's the original clip says, we don't want to watch you murder your husband. I know it. So really attention, you'll catch it.
I need to start downloading her and bleeping her so that I can stay green, because there's...
This is one clip of many where Molly says this about Dre. No, it isn't. The difference is I have retracted and corrected. Molly and other creators have not. If you are going to throw out huge claims and hope the claim sticks, at least be certain what you guys are saying is true. Also, I didn't retract in hopes for Dre or her mods would speak to me. Yes, you did.
No, she
anything
didn't.
Katie says that she's not
trying to do. As a matter of fact, in the email, Katie even said she didn't expect Dre to respond because she knew she wouldn't. She was apologizing for what she did. She owned her shit. I give her that much. That much I'll give Katie. Not much more. But that much I'll give Katie.
Also, I didn't retract in hopes that Dre and her mods would speak to me. I retracted because the information provided to me by police showed that Dre was not involved. Yeah, why were you talking to them after you sent them all that crap? So I'm going to move myself. If you look at this little bitty little picture down at the bottom, she like over amplifies this and over exaggerates, and she's like, Molly's mod says, you were the only one that said that Dre murdered her husband. So right over here, we're about to play the tampered audio. This is the fake one. This is the one that they posted.
Okay, but she got that from another channel.
Now right here she says in quotes, you were the only one that said Dre murdered her husband. That is a lie. At least I retracted. Can't say the same for others. See how they were trying to frame her, and they're still trying to frame her to this day. But I'm just trying to show evidence. And nonsense, take notes. Since you said you can't show evidence on YouTube like you can on Facebook, well, take notes. This is how you do it.
Her husband mistreat her, because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dre a murderer. I watched her murder her husband. Mistreat her, because at the end of the day, you're the only person that called Dre a murderer.
That's totally not true.
And just like I said, it had been framed to say you murdered your husband.
Yeah, this is Katie's clip. Nonsense clip did come. You're right. I forgot about that.
So
it came from
on purpose.
Manny behind the mic.
Tried to blame it on another creator.
The clip I have came right from Molly's channel. So I have no clue how to edit. So yeah, okay.
But here's the real clip. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. If you need to replay it, go ahead.
Oh, you're annoying.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna go find the second live.
Can you hear me better? That sounds so much better. That sounds so much better. Okay. If you don't mind, I would prefer not to hear any negative. We won't get into your Zen, sweetheart. She hates you. We don't hate her. You just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on, sister? Want to rock? Let's go. Want to rock? Don't mute yourself. Don't mute yourself. You got 388 people. Come on over here. You should have gotten Vaughn to help. She don't like that.
Okay.
All right, here we have.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Real
all
quick,
right.
I want to. I had
All
done.
right, what? You're using Katie Joy. You don't even have your evidence, your so-called evidence right. But I don't know how much more of this because I want to get into the other one. But framing, girl, you're nobody to frame. There's nothing about what framing for what.
I know that I'll show a small clip of it in detail through the editor. That way, those of you that don't know how clips work and how they clip things, I
like
just
you
wanted
do.
to. I put this clip in so people could see in detail. Here it is. Here it is. It is timestamp 107 on Tainted Obsession. 1 second. Found it. Okay. Here we go. It's this one right here. If you want to go find it after this to go look up at that close, like up close, okay? This is it. These people make it so easy because they're so fucking dumb. Dumb as hell. All right. 1 second. All right. 7, I think it was. Yep.
Wait a minute. Isn't this you messing with clips? A Tainted Obsession? I don't even know that. Tata, this is you messing with clips. So, can you get it together, Tata?
Then you cut me off where I say, hey guys, it's going to rain outside. You cut me off right where I say it's going to rain. And then sliding and lying to our damn audience. And the only reason I'm showing this is because someone decided to get smart with me in my comment. Here we go.
Sorry, guys, I keep clicking my lighter. And
we're going to watch this whole thing play out real quick. Working on this case. I have retracted my statements and stated that I was misled when I made her husband. This is false. CMC, the protest truce, nonsense in the holler. Almost there, guys. Put together these clips. Almost there. Here we go. Right away, right when he went back to her, her story has changed various times on what happened that night, but he had made an attempt on his life, and I just want to show you him now. But this is the story that we're going to be getting into this week, so it's really, really important. Let's see. Actually, I want to say that. I'm going to say that as a cliffhanger for you guys. But Nonsense says, we waited 8 months for you to prove that I've lied one time. So here's a couple lies that she's told on me. We'll start with that murder clip. That way, y'all, I know a lot of viewers don't know how to edit, and they don't understand probably in detail what me, EKC, and
because Nonsense commented on a post. She came out in the very beginning and said she put it in on Katie's or something on Katie's on Facebook, and that's where they're getting that Nonsense and Katie work together. Out of all that, out of a stupid comment that was mistakenly placed, that's where they're getting all this. And this is her messing with video clips that she claims she don't do.
They twisted and used the tampered audio to fit, okay? Molly's moderator, Goose, and other creators want you to believe that I am the only creator that believed and said Dre murdered her husband. This is false. CMC, the protest truce, nonsense in the holler, pulled together these clips, and I'm sharing here for you to see. I have retracted my statements and stated that I was misled when I made statements about Dre's involvement in Vaughn's attempted suicide. I have not pushed for additional investigations after I realized this was false and haven't continued to spread misinformation. Molly is one of several creators that have said Dre murdered her husband. In this video, Molly says, "We are watching Dre murder her husband." That's not what it says. She says we don't want to watch her murder her husband. But anyway,
same thing.
This is one clip of many where Molly says this about Dre. No, there's none. The difference is I have retracted and corrected. Molly and other creators have not. If you are going to throw out huge claims and hope the claim sticks, at least be certain what you are saying is true. Also, I didn't retract and hope.
She went off about how she gets calls to go fight in Walmart for her friends. It was so weird. I just think instability of her mental health is showing.
Now,
and sadly, I see crisis
right
coming.
here. Okay, she attached a clip, like a 30-second clip.
Who would go to
That
Walmart
blue
to
writing
fight
is
anyway?
Katie's writing. That's her vernacular. She is
Squirrels are out
writing
here for
over
their
what
peanuts.
nonsense
You
edited
guys are going to
out,
have to wait.
so it will fit the narrative that they're trying to spread, which is framing Molly as saying Dre murdered her husband when really it said we don't want to watch her murder her husband. But you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll show you here soon how it's done, what they did, how they did it. That way nothing can get twisted.
So what you're doing is editing clips.
You're the only person.
Okay. All right. So what she decided to do, this is one thing. What I realized she was doing was instead of showing proof to debunk me exposing them, she gaslit her audience and tried to twist her way out of trouble. So let me just show you what she decided to go with to her audience. Instead of saying, yes, I did that, and showing Katie's post and showing how they framed it, instead, she lies and plays stupid, which I'm about to show you.
What?
So here is part 2.
I understand you might not like certain people that are in this video. This is not the point. The creators are not the point of this video at this point in time. Can we please focus on facts? Not your dislike, not this person's this person did this. And I know, yes, they're probably all really problematic characters, but we got to start weeding through the sauce.
You better check with
try to
your
bring
aunt.
it out. Open minds here.
It might have been
We're
Vada.
looking for certain details that have been spun and twisted, and we're about to get there, okay? Yeah, and I don't understand the close-up either. Like, you're free to have your opinion. Please state it as an opinion, though, not as fact. And if you are stating it as fact, please make sure that you email one of us with your receipt to show that what you're stating is fact.
See, she's using buzzwords right here on purpose, right? Make sure when you email, you state it as fact, blah, 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 have evidence of it. She's doing that so that her audience will continue to believe what she's saying by using those buzzwords. But here we go.
Thank you. Okay, listening ears in class, listening ears. This gets really...
By the way, when she's showing this clip, right, she's trying to debunk us with this clip. She doesn't show the post that her and Katie did to frame the clip, set up the clip, or nothing.
Okay,
That
number
post
one, there was
the bingo area.
There was no post
laid out
to show
what they were trying to do
because Nonsense and Katie didn't work together and frame
with these
anything.
clips. You know, in that post.
Why are you? How did you connect? How did you connect them to this? You're the one sitting here editing this video. You're the one saying that you're doing it. I'm still trying to figure out how you think that Katie and Nonsense did these clips. Okay, Vada.
They were basically trying to say Katie wasn't the only one calling Dre a murderer. That's why they did this.
That's
but
the
she doesn't
truth.
show that part. This is the only part she'll show.
Ugly. Yes, this is where it kicked off. This is where shit went south in the beginning. But this specific video has been used to gaslight Molly all along.
I want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that?
I'm glad she's about to play it again. She tells her audience, do I need to play that again? She's trying to deflect, but it's good that she plays it again. Listen to where it says, we don't want to watch you, okay?
Wait, what?
Okay, again, this video came from Manny on the mic. All right, you need to go question him. You also keep playing Katie Joy's clip. But what's your response to mine? Because mine is directly from watching Molly. And Molly said it again and again and again in many of her videos and lives.
Said there? What was just said there? Do I need to rewind it? Oh, I think I do, because this has been twisted and turned by a special little YouTuber and told that I made this up and I edited this clip, that this was my clip, that I edited to make it sound like this. This is what they have had her thinking was I edited what she said. I will gladly rewind it. That sounds so much better.
Look at her, she wants to become a nanny. And now she's covering her mouth.
We won't get into your zen, sweetheart.
Oh, the shaken.
We don't need her.
But
I don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on?
Not on yours, lady. Not on yours.
Let's go.
Look, we're going.
Huh?
We're going now. Honey, you were eating a fingernail.
Itself?
Why are you trying to make it like nonsense was a part of this live? She wasn't.
She don't even realize that shit like.
Just so that was loud and clear. Oh yeah, this video was deleted right away. This was deleted right away. But this was turned in.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
No, it
was.
wasn't.
Twisted into nonsense. Did this video and edited her words to sound like.
See how she tells her audience nonsense edited these. So what she's using is the original video of Manny's, right? And
Mhm.
she's trying to make her audience believe that we're saying that she's editing Manny's video.
But that's what you
And
said.
that this is the video that was edited. That's what she's trying to show them. She's trying to say, this is the edited clip that they're trying to say that I edited. No, this is the original clip that you took later and edited, but you're not showing them that part, which I'm going to, but here we go.
Like that. That is exactly what has happened.
Okay. First. Okay. Nonsense is always said where that clip came from. She showed the actual clip, not in the video editor like you're doing to edit to suit your narrative, because you're accusing everyone else of doing that, but you're the one sitting there doing it. And you keep using Katie Joy's clip and blaming it on nonsense, which makes no sense because they're two different people and they don't work together. And I'm in Nonsense's lives all the time. I started with Nonsense from her very first YouTube with the voice changer. I love the voice changer, by the way. I know I'm crazy, but I love that voice changer. Anyway, Katie was never a part of it on this side, on that side. You've got two people together that don't go together, just like you keep saying everybody's working together. Nonsense and Uni don't work together. Nonsense is no more responsible for what, without a crystal ball, Uni, me, Nanya, anybody says. We're only responsible for what we say ourselves. No one else is responsible for that. And just because you plug another channel, you're supposed to do that as creators. That doesn't mean you're buddies. It doesn't mean you're in there watching everything they do. Can you show me where Uni and Nonsense have worked together? I really want to see it. I really want to see it because I was there and I've never seen it. Show me where she was up on panel with Uni one time. Show me where Without a Crystal Ball was up on panel with Uni over this. Now, in the past, I don't know, but I'm talking about this specific story here that y'all made up. You can't. You don't have any proof of anything. All you're doing is trying to twist and manipulate things. You're the one who is trying to manipulate your audience with your big words that you don't clearly understand the meaning of. But I want to get on to the Katie Joy stuff, so let's go because I'm going to play these videos. Let's see what else she's got. Oh, dear Lord. I love this one. This was from Go Lately.
Got a clip from not even my channel. It's from Manny Behind the Mic. Why don't you start crediting the people that actually...
Do y'all see what she does right there? Do y'all hear that?
Put the content out there. That would be smart.
He said where the clip came
He
from.
puts the unedited natural content out there. You went and tampered it. So credit does go to him for the original
all that
clip,
out of her saying
but
where the
went
clip
and
came
tampered
from?
with the clip. So basically, what she's doing is she's showing the original untampered clip to her audience, right, and trying to feed it to them and gaslight her way around it instead of showing the one that they edited that's posted on Facebook and Twitter that Katie posted.
Okay, that was Katie, no nonsense.
Here we go. And you'll notice Katie's wording over Molly's over the tampered clip to make the clip go along with what her purple wording says over the clip. You'll see. It's like me saying, here's a good example. So if I say, hey guys, it's going to rain outside. And then you cut me off where I say, hey guys, it's going to rain outside. You cut me off right where I say it's going to rain.
But that is Katie. That is not nonsense.
You're just going to think it's raining outside. Not that it's going to rain, but that it's raining outside.
Go where the clip came from.
You know, she's like, I don't know why they're focused on this particular clip. Literally, she's playing so stupid to her audience, and her audience is so stupid that they're eating it up. Like literally, absolutely.
The only stupidity going on is
this is how it was done. If you're a creator, this is how she would have edited. I'm going to show you in detail. Everybody is trying to show the comparisons, but I'm going.
In all honesty, when I'm done listening to you, I have no brain cells left. I have to go rejuvenate. I need to refill my float pen.
I want to show you how Nonsense lied, manipulated a clip from Manny on the Mike's channel. So she's gaslighting her audience whenever she has to defend herself about this. And she's saying, they're trying to say that I made Molly sound like this in a video clip. Yes, that is what we're saying. But you're not telling them everything on purpose. You're not showing them the post with you and Katie. You're not showing them anything. But this is what she did, guys. This is an editor, just a basic editor where I could show you exactly how it was done. Okay. The first clip and sound clip I have is from her gaslighting her audience and lying to them basically, and the second half is straight from Katie's post on Facebook, what they did with the clip after they got it off of his channel. Okay, so here's where it begins.
Why do you have nonsense like she's a part of that live?
What
she
she
wasn't
did
in
was
that live.
right before it says murder, she cuts it. Okay. So let's go back a little bit.
Okay, I don't want to watch any more of this because she's just going to keep going over the same thing, and you're not proving anything, Beta Data.
And we're going to take this
because all this has already been debunked. And
story time. Marwan and Andrea McCrae. If you notice here, that was the title of that.
Or frame them with sins they didn't commit or crimes they didn't commit, and that's her job, pretty much. All right. So that's a pretty much.
All right, Beta, I want to go to your next slide because I really more of that. I cannot with this girl. She did a 5-hour live on this. This is part 2. I think I have to add it to my screen. No, it's added it. Cool. I want to replay
within the story, pretty much all the way to
commenting on nonsense, commenting on everything go lightly, commenting on everything go
Molly's
lightly.
panel for the first time.
Nonsense is doing the voices. Yeah, they did that.
That's a fact. I have the post where people were like, or Molly made a post saying, you know, tonight LB is going to be up on our panel. So that's an absolute fact. And I want to show you my little.
Okay.
My little thing.
Let me see if I started this back far
Showing
enough.
the creators. I just uploaded.
Back far enough. Let me go back.
It's really important that at least somebody sees the truth.
Not from you, and you really doctored that picture of you because you look nothing like that, honey.
The future's going to bring.
Which is all good.
Hopefully,
I mean,
we won't have to do a part 5. This will probably be.
Well, not everybody. Some
hopefully, the last one we have to do. But if it ends up being real long,
you want to talk about deceiving people? Because that picture clearly is not you. That is definitely not
part 5,
you.
so be it. But let's get into it. Let's see what we got here.
We have to.
Background.
I don't want to watch.
All right, we're going to swap on down and go on to the rest of that exposed stream.
Okay.
Okay, share. Are y'all ready? Let me know you're
Yeah,
ready.
we're
ready
ready.
to go. I'm going to go ahead and press play at the 229 mark. I think that's close to where we were, but we'll see.
You're showing this again.
Companies. These companies, one company was started by two guys who are believed to be behind Q and QAnon. One of them is named Defango. He's Manuel Chavez. He's a YouTuber. And their company, in fact, was hired by the guy in Texas who was behind the whole spread of the Seth Rich murder story.
Huh?
I think what she's explaining right now is how Uni Rock was part of QAnon. So I'm going to rewind it to where she starts talking about that.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with this. Excuse me.
I do think the last part of this live will answer a lot of your remaining questions. The live is from this afternoon. Andrea addressed the fraudulent fundraising for Letitia and Vaughn's dad, which she said was never used for legal representation nor needed. She said that Vaughn had cut ties with Letitia after she did some shady shit with the money more than 6 years ago. She also said that Vaughn did speak to Letitia once before his suicide attempt, but that he had lost hope when he stopped receiving calls or messages back from his family in the weeks that followed. I cannot tag her because I'm blocked, but I believe everything Andrea is saying because of all of my investigating that led me to the same conclusions. The entire witch hunt was a money grab by his estranged family, in my opinion.
Uh-oh, where'd it go? What happened?
Michelle Sabine.
Sorry, guys, I don't know what happened there.
The entire witch hunt was a money grab by his estranged family, in my opinion.
Okay, so why do people...
Okay, number one, that's true. Juan himself has said statements to that effect. You told people that that Letitia lived side by side with his adopted mother, his great-grandmother, the one who really raised him. That wasn't the case. Juan was 16 when he went back to his mother's house, and in his biological mother, I should correct myself. And in his own words, he said how he regretted it and how it was awful for him and how bad it was. And Vaughn himself said that he reached out, but she wouldn't respond. So you're really not getting your facts straight there. You're really not.
Why are people now saying, Marissa, where's the money?
Where is the money?
Because they didn't donate, and it's none of their damn business. And the people that did
But
donate, asked for it, got it.
But wait. Where's the money?
Where is it?
I gave lots of money.
Not your money. Where's the money that was raised for Letitia?
This is the thing I don't understand, Marissa. We gave their Cash App, Venmo out. It never
PayPal, Cash App.
No, it never went.
GoFundMe,
No,
Venmo,
only one time did it go through me.
Yeah, and
there would be a couple people that would super chat and say, "Hey, give this," and we would.
Yeah, and we did it, and we held it out. We went like this.
I just wanted to remind everybody, you won't see me stopping like every 3 seconds because.
Actually, that's not totally true, Molly, because you sat there on your own live and told people to send the donations directly to you, to no longer send it to Letitia because of the questions being asked, and you guys could not show no proof of nothing. So you're not one or two my arse. You were sent a lot of Cash Apps, PayPals, just the super stickers that we know about, the super chats. But there was ones that were sent to you that you did not show, and you never showed proof that you gave any of that money to Letitia. Sorry. But you yourself said, send the donations to me.
This content is now mine. It was given to me. So we don't have to pause and, get commentary every couple seconds. So here we go.
Bingo.
There you go.
Yeah, it's my understanding whenever I've heard people talk about it that it's those types of instances that they're referring to that they have any kind of expectation for you to know where the money is. Other than that, the claim is that the whole thing was this elaborate scam, and that you all were in it to split all the proceeds.
I've heard that. The thing is they're also saying that I knew.
God can strike.
I knew
right
Letitia.
now if I ever took a
Okay, I did hear that. I knew Letitia beforehand. Wait a second. Well, then that totally goes against the grail or the rumor. Wait, you two people came to me. Two people came to me in the same day. You guys wanted true crime people from YouTube to make this thing big. You guys wanted Bailey Sarian and Christina Randall and all these big names. You got stuck with me. Jeez, your mind. Sorry, you set your so. All right. You set your. Would you do this to Bailey Sarian? How the hell? What? I don't have any connections in Savannah.
Okay.
How does anybody now?
I never thought that you were in on this with Letitia beforehand, but once you got connected, did I question the conversations you all had behind the scenes? Oh yeah. And wait a minute, I'll start this back up in a minute, but I want to thank Clemson Girl. And Nonsense, since you're my boss, and you know, I'm still waiting on that paycheck, from like 9-10 months ago, but that's okay. Can you show me the buttons? Because I just download it like I do my intro on here? Is that how you do it? The money is in Molly's closet along with excuse me, I got my sorry, these allergies are kicking my butt. Hi, Potato Patch Porky. Yeah, Vada's a lot. She's a lot. So Molly gave her content. Can you do that? Do I think Molly really did? No. But anyway.
Anybody tried?
I don't even.
That's my big thing. Who tried to make the connection? Oh, did Katie try to ever make a connection between me and Letitia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she did?
Oh, she did?
Yep. She said that y'all were pretending to put Letitia and Wynette and Marvon Sr.'s cash apps up on the screen to purposely have it go to y'all.
How?
How's that possible?
I'm going to show you right here. These fake cash apps. They said that y'all were
posting
the fake
ones.
cash apps in order to have
the fake ones went to me.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, for those that don't know what this is, so this stream right here is back from February or March. I think this one was in February and the other one was in March. Well, once Molly got mass flagged, all of these streams were gone. And I heard Nonsense say something about being glad or whatever. So I asked Molly, since you don't have a channel anymore, can you give me permission to upload those live streams, exposing them and everything that happened? Because I put a lot of work into that. I mean, that was how my channel was created and why I created it, to vindicate Letitia and to show everybody how they framed her. And these creators, whether they like it or not, no matter how much they hate Molly or whatever, y'all still framed her. As two wrongs don't make it right, and that's kind of what you did. So what we're doing is we have been going through these lives before I upload them as pre-records under videos. So this is not live. Like Molly, Justin, and Aaron are not on my channel. This is a stream that we are going through from February. But here we go.
The fake ones that they all knew about and posted about in that
one
exposing Big Juicy group or whatever.
Michelle
right. So the stories. So a year later, this story has changed. Oh, okay, great. Okay.
Yep. Y'all, and while we're on that, I want to show y'all. I'm going to tell you exactly. Marissa, do you remember about 6 months ago when I came to you and I said Dre is with that guy that's on that Missing Puzzle Pieces channel, and you started reviewing his stuff on his channel? Do you remember me coming to you and saying that?
You did, but he says he's gay.
Well, I don't mean they're together. I just meant she was working with him.
Oh, it's obvious. I mean, it's totally.
Sorry, I was muted. My allergies.
So no, Molly didn't make that up. It was me, guys. That so y'all can come after me with that. Leave her the hell alone about it.
Out.
So I realized it was because all of these.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy went to Nonsense's channel. Sorry,
you see that though from Rabbits? Melissa Schumann filed for a restraining order, and it fits Molly to a T. My money, I'm not a betting person, is that it's going on Molly, because Molly's really doubled down since she filed that lawsuit.
They are paid sort of like James Charles. I told you this on the phone, Molly. Like James Charles, when he was accused of dating the underage boys, their job is to come in and do PR for you and cover your ass. So Katie uses this
Right.
guy to do this.
They're called black PR companies,
Yeah.
and like they're usually
Yeah,
more
I'm
often than
really
not, they're used for
confused.
like
What
political
does that have to
purposes,
do with
and
any of
they're used
this?
all over the world pretty much, because social media goes everywhere. But if someone is accused of something and the evidence is mounting, against them, then there's the court, there's the public, or there's the legal court, and then there's the court of public opinion. 9 out of 10 times, you only need the court of public opinion.
Can you please
So
go
that's
into the
what
part
is set up
about
this way.
framing
And
and all that
they don't
stuff
just
so I
do
can
this
show you
by
something?
trying to correct or rebuild or repair your reputation. They do this by damaging those who have accused you. So they go after your accusers and they build you up.
Right.
And believe it or not,
That's Molly.
A good
You can
example
see
of
that's
this
your
is
buddy
like say,
Molly.
we'll just use the example of when James Charles, if you don't know who that is, he's a beauty influencer. He was accused of dating underage guys, right? Some DMs came out about it, whatever. So if you worked for QAnon, your job would be to basically
Why are we talking about QAnon?
turn the
What does that have
perpetrator
to do
into a
with any of
victim,
this? Okay, I'm
the victim
fast
into the
forwarding.
perpetrator. So the person
She's
that's
still
probably the
eating.
underage kid gets attacked.
I don't care about QAnon. That's not my business. It has nothing whatsoever to do with this. This was supposed to be your exposing party, where you had all this proof. Why won't it load?
Son, they try to say that Molly bought that out of the donation money. They try to say that Molly bought these luxury fragrances and shoes. These posts right here with the purple writing is Katie's writing. This is from Katie's Facebook page. This is the first story she tried to, or first narrative she tried to run with. But that's what I'm talking about right now on that live stream. So just hear me out right here, okay? I'll try to. Oh my God, I got it on 1 point. How did I get it? It wasn't supposed to be on 1.25. I don't know how it is. No wonder. Okay, I slowed it down. Here we go.
And Molly. So she doxed Molly's background, and Brittany was the perfect person to use and dox to set.
Uh-oh. Let me back that up.
Forth, and Katie is looking for a way to distract from her actions. At this time, everybody's coming after her ass because of the stuff she said about Dre, number one, and for two, putting out false lies on Molly and doxing everybody. She's getting heat for doxing the mother and trying to frame at first, y'all remember this. I know y'all will remember. At first, she came up with a plan to try to frame it as Letitia and Molly are buying nice, lavish gifts and accessories with the money. She put pictures of shoes.
I don't know if I know that Katie had put stuff out there, but Molly was the one doing all the bragging about all the stuff she was buying. Okay, what's this say? Vada, you're an idiot. If you listen to what Uni says about QAnon, he has helped to discount their conspiracy theories. That's what I know a little bit about that, but it doesn't have nothing to do with this. I don't even know why they're talking about this. Has Vada ever shown the video of LB on YouTube with Merc and Thunderdome with Brittany? No. Not that I'm aware of. Black PR company there saying someone on his side is part of QAnon and Black PR company. Whoa, that's deep. Yeah, I don't want to get into that because I don't have enough. I didn't dive into that. I'm an independent thinker. Molly pays zero attention. She wasn't interested. She never is. I am proud of Melissa. It is difficult to open up privately about SA. Doing it like she is, she's a badass. I agree. And you know what? I am so glad that she finally filed a lawsuit. In my opinion, it should have been done a long time ago, but I get it, what she's gone through and what Molly and her minions have done to this girl. And from what I understand, Molly doubled down again on her since she did file her lawsuit this month. Was it this month? Yeah. On Kick. She really went at her hard again, from what I'm understanding. But I'm totally confused on what any of this QAnon and Black PR company has anything to do with what's going on now. But okay. This is why Vada, you make no sense.
A car. She said that Molly had bought her son's car with the money.
Look, Molly was bragging about the $86,000 she made, and then boom, she goes and brags about how she put all that money down on that car. Do I know how she did it? No. Do I think she took donation money? Absolutely. And I'll stand by that till I see proof otherwise. Because Molly herself had people sending donations directly to her. She never showed any proof she gave it to Letitia Bias. And Letitia never spoke about it either. In fact, she ghosted Molly pretty much until the 911 videos. Yeah, and calls. Yeah, okay. Oh.
Her car with the money, then she doxed both of them.
I don't
Molly
know
got
that.
doxed for that I can't confirm video. When she posted that I can't confirm video was the moment Katie went to social media and made a post about Molly with her background. So that
Molly
narrative
has
didn't
not
work
been
because they were able to debunk
look,
that.
Okay. What are you talking? Molly's docked herself a million times. Will you stop? Molly puts her whole fake life out there.
Say no, I paid for my son's car with this money. And Letitia's like, I've had this car since 2019, November 16th of 2019. So that's a damn lie. So that blew Katie out of the water right there on that one. So she had to come up with plan two. Plan two was to use Brittany, the admin, and Molly. So she doxed Molly's background, and Brittany was the perfect person to use and dox to set up the scam narrative. So Brittany has, the history of being a fraudulent lawyer and scamming people out of money. So that was a perfect way to do that. So Letitia had written a bad check when she was 16, when she had Marvon at 16,
no, it
guys,
was
16.
That,
and it was done, dismissed, over with. Well, that turned into Letitia being a money launderer. They said she was a money launderer, that a scammer. And let's get this car crap out of the way about Andrea saying they quit talking to Letitia over a car and that she scammed them on a car deal. No, let's get that right. Marvon bought that car for his mother for her birthday.
Oh my God.
While he was in the Marines before he met Andrea.
What?
Let's get that right there. So
okay. You are getting your information from Molly. Clearly. It wasn't bought for her birthday. In fact, go watch Marvon and Dre's videos. You'll find out all about it. It was bought because she couldn't get one in her name. So it was put in his name. She was to make the payments. She did not. So they were taking it out of Vaughn and Dre's money, and they couldn't afford it. They even had to give up their wedding rings, you idiot. Wow. And then when Marvon would no longer make the payments and told them to go and take the car, what did happen? Letitia trashed the car. She trashed the vehicle. Dre spoke about it. Marvon spoke about it. The proof is out there. You just don't care to see it. It was never a damn birthday present. Let's get that right. Now I'm starting to get mad, and I don't want to get mad. Wow, that is another major lie. Yikes. .lb didn't have a record again. And also, I don't like talking about people's personal stuff, but y'all keep bringing it out here. Letitia Bias has more than just a bad check charge as a teenager. Okay, I read the criminal record back to back, every page, every word. Trust and believe. There was, I don't want to, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to. But you're wrong, Vada, and you need to do your own work because unfortunately, Miss Bias was in jail. Yeah, it was for the taxi business. That's why she got that's what she talked Vaughn into doing, that it was for her taxi business. And he was supposed to be, I guess, the CEO or something of the taxi business, and nothing ever materialized out of it. She never made a payment. They were taking him out of what money he was making, and you don't get a lot of money in the military. I know. I've been there, done that. And they just couldn't keep up the payments, and she wasn't willing to step up. It wasn't a birthday present. And do I agree with doxing people's history like that? No. However, I don't want to say but because you're not supposed to say but. If there's a but however, Britney's history was very relevant because of how she involved herself and claiming that she was in private meetings with Letitia and an attorney. That's bullshit because the client confidentiality that would never be allowed. When I went to meet with my attorney, my own mother wasn't allowed to come in. So they're going to take some stranger up the internet they've never met face to face? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get the whole way out of here. Jesus.
Barbara, she didn't know whether he financed. She knew she got a car for her birthday.
That is a lie.
Andrea, and
that is an outright lie.
His money's going
and that's
to
his
mother's
lie.
car payment, and she wants his mother to pay for the car payment. And she contacts Letitia and it's like, "You're gonna have to pay for this car, or we're not paying it." Pretty much, the car loan was in Marvon's name only because he financed it for his mother. She didn't ask him to. So
you're not honest there. That's not true.
I can't afford a car payment. I thought this was for my birthday. And Dre was like, "Well, this is taken away from me and my kids for him to be helping you." And
they couldn't afford the payment. They had to give up their wedding ring
for a car payment she knew nothing about. So to clear that BS lie, and as far as the restraining order, nobody said there was a restraining order. What
yes, they did.
Was saying is there is a policy at the hospital. If you feel unsafe for any reason, you can have somebody blocked from coming. That is what she was saying. She is being restrained from the hospital.
No,
not that she has a restraining order.
And you're wrong.
Like y'all twisted.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Wow. So that is number 2. I'm trying to help.
Okay, Vada. Wow. Yeah, it was just an initial chat. Yeah, exactly. Direct contact with Britney that I know. There's no way the attorney could have had direct contact with Britney. Client confidentiality, you can't. And Britney showed no proof of her emails to and from the attorney, but as soon as the money order was supposed to be sent to an attorney, LB and Britney fell out. Exactly, because the money was never sent. I lost my train of thought from what she just said. Oh my God, she said so much. But again, the car was not a birthday present. And Letitia never made a payment. Not one. I lost my train of thought. She pissed me off so much. Trying to contain myself here. Okay, play form. Come on now, play.
And I've been in her Cash App. I've seen everything.
Oh, by the way, everyone.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. There you have it. Now, she says that she never said that she was in Letitia's Cash App or had access to it. Right here, she's playing this on her own channel. I've been in Letitia's Cash App. So everybody and their brother has access to Letitia's Cash App. Wow. Girl, you just told on yourself.
Clarity. I actually showed receipts when I bought my son's car. It came out of my savings and my credit card.
Okay.
I just happened to buy it.
She finds the money.
Why?
All right. There's a lot to unpack in this, and I'm going to show what she's doing with the Katie crap.
And this is the video that Katie broke. And that was the moment this whole scam thing began, was when she made the video why she left the Marvon story, and it was labeled Britney, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole lie.
What?
As the reason. But I'm going to skip on to the next narrative. The next narrative was she started to involve Unirock. So she goes to Unirock on the 15th of August, ask him, hey, I know you like to do fraud raisers, so you might be interested in this. And she
Oh my gosh, guys. I just caught something. Oh, y'all are going to die. But keep watching.
Unirock. And Flava, there's a girl named Flava that ended up giving Unirock all of his information that he would use to stream every night on Molly and Justin. So she would collect all the evidence, give it to Molly and Justin. They would use it to go at Molly with. So let's look at their 6 months of evidence. Please tell me I have that clip in here.
Where are you?
And I
Can
don't.
we please call him Puny Cock?
Okay. So
Thank you.
I'll just call him Puny. So he begins his streams immediately. Nonsense is not here yet. This takes a couple of days.
That's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, wait a minute. All right. Nonsense and Uni never worked together. Nonsense was making videos when Uni didn't even know about each other. I don't even think, yeah, from what I remember. I don't know if Katie Joy, I doubt very much that she reached out to Uni because they didn't even like each other. Wait, Flavor was the middleman sending Uni info for KJ again? Yeah, that's so not true. Number one, good luck getting a hold of Uni. You go through Uni's mod. You don't get a hold of Uni. Okay? You want to contact Uni, you contact a mod. That's just how it is. I don't remember ever hearing anything about Flavor being the middleman. This is new to me. This is all new to me.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Don't forget.
See, that's so hard for me because I know Molly was, not trying to promote them on her channel, but to me,
and wait a minute,
I don't give a damn because I want everybody to know who the frauds are. So
I want to see it. Where's this message from Without a Crystal Ball to Uni saying, "Oh, I got a fraud scam for you to look into"? Where's the message? Since you say it was sent, where is it? And if it was, how would you even have it? Again, where's the message? You haven't showed it. All you're doing is talking.
Watch them, and there's some people that have listened to me, and they're like, "I'm comparing what she says to what y'all got." That's what we need. You know what I mean? That's what I want y'all to do. I want you to compare what she's saying in her evidence, okay, and just compare it to mine. That's all I'm asking.
We don't promote. Yeah, we don't promote junkies here. Thank you.
I call her dumbass, and that's what I'm used to calling her. So, and she hates that, so that's why I call her that.
Oh, honey,
so at this
don't
time,
bother nobody.
We're gonna get into the moment Katie comes up with the thought, "Hey, I'm gonna donate." They were having problems, and Katie and Molly were fighting at this time. And even while Molly was live, Katie was donating the moment Molly was live on the 13th of July. So Katie donates on July 13th and July 15th. Okay, these are the only 2 days that she promotes Letitia's GoFundMe.
Yes, yeah,
Cash App.
for GoFundMe, yeah, whatever. I remember that. Yes.
She never ever promoted any of the fundraiser until the 13th and the 15th and the 16th. And I want y'all to realize these dates. Remember July 13th and the 15th, okay? So, I did have her donations up here to show. I was in such a hurry. Right when I woke up, Molly's like, "Come on." And I literally just woke up. I was like, "Oh my God, I still got to put all the donation stuff in there." Oh, I can.
Okay, this is the part that we're going to be talking about tonight. So after I play this sector, then we're going to get started.
Go to different banners because I'm not on mine. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go to the School of Dumbass real quick. Come on.
What else was I supposed to promote? Miss Wynette and Mr. Marvin were already out there.
Yep, they entered the story at the right in between this, right when Katie was donating, is when Wynette and Marvin Sr. entered the scene. So right
Vada,
here,
what is your channel called so they can put it in chat?
Vada Jade.
Vada Jade mods.
Also, too, I wanted to add for like corroboration or whatever. I know someone within Unirac server who I talked to on occasion, and I had spoken to this person back in mid-September, and they had reached out to me because they heard Lise ask on stream, like, why is it the Unirock is discussing this? Why is he making such a big deal out of this issue and making videos about it every night? Was he recruited to do so, or is this like an organic discovery of him or whatever? And so this person got back to me, or just wrote me and said, so I saw your question from the recent stream if KJ asked him to help with the Dre story or him just covering it on his own accord. I can say unequivocally, without a doubt, she asked him to cover it. His message back to her was that he wouldn't talk to her until all this ended, but she could send him all the information she had if she wanted him to cover it. And then he says she got pissed because he took all the information she gave him and ran with it and wouldn't even talk to her. And this was the past tense, so apparently they started talking shortly after that. But this person had told me that she reached out to Unirock on August 14th. It was the 14th, exactly. So okay, I heard you say 15.
Okay, so where's the proof? Where's the message from Katie? You don't have it, do you? Okay.
So I'm sharing this. Yeah, that's all.
Mods, please drop EK's channel as well.
Nobody wants to watch EKC.
And this is out there. You know what? I didn't know I had this, but I want to show y'all the proof that Katie, which I don't want to show Dre's house, so I don't want to show that clip, but it shows Katie giving a whole tour of Dre's house versus Molly. But okay, let's continue with the donation. So right here you see on the 13th, Katie donates $500, and on the 15th she donates $500. Justin finds out about Katie's donation on the 15th while they're live, and Molly's going off on Katie. She is going off because Katie's accusing her of profiting off of this case, and Molly's trying to put her in her place, and out of nowhere.
As far as I understand, Katie donated on the 13th. But we got a video coming up here of Katie Joyce, so we'll find out.
Justin said, Katie just donated $500, and you said, well, I'll give you credit for that, you stupid bitch. And then right here is showing where Katie had made.
All right, so here we see luxury fragrances from Dior. We have $975 shoes, a $35,000 Camaro that Molly supposedly
that's not true. Katie didn't start covering this.
This is all part of narrative one
until July.
I did not.
Molly did. Marwan Senior was out there in June.
All right, so here we see luxury fragrance, $35 shoes, a $35,000 Camaro that Molly supposedly bought her son with the donations.
Well,
this is all part of narrative.
Why is it not? Okay.
Wasn't she only
now,
covering
this
it for
is
about a
where
couple
she talks
I think it was like 2
Letitia's
weeks.
first car. Y'all
Like
remember
that,
this is I'm trying to show you the extent in which his family was harassed.
I remember this.
So at this time, the family is getting really edgy, and they're like, oh my God, we're going to have to pretty much choose Molly or Katie. So they chose Molly because Katie's very invasive. She goes way too into it. She's supposed to report on a case, not get into their life and ruin their lives. So Katie wants revenge. She is on a revenge strike at this point. Right at this point, they barely were talking to Wynette and Marwan Senior. Marwan Senior probably got the street vibe like I did, and is like, oh, hell no, this bitch is an informant. We're out of here. And that's pretty much what happened. And he was like, I'm uncomfortable. So Katie's like, oh, hell no. That leaves me knocked out of the story. I'm going to have to find me a source now and come up with a reason for me to stay in this story. So her reasoning was, I'm going to uncover fraud and frame these people as frauds. So here's where she doxes. The idea of that comes right on. So Letitia turns from a victim the moment she leaves Katie. I want y'all to know this. The moment she leaves Katie is the moment Letitia became a fraud at that moment. So she doxes Letitia right here and says Letitia bought her car with the donation money.
Here, Letitia Bias seemingly wants to be the only person profiting off of Marwan. Why? These are my thoughts and opinions. He was adopted by his grandma in 1995. Vaughn spoke openly that she stole money from him to start a cab company, which she never paid back, a reason why Vaughn cut ties with her. She always wanted Vaughn to send her money.
And that's all true. She got the vehicle for her taxi company. That was the smell she gave to Marwan. But she never made a payment. And then crashed the vehicle because Marwan had him pick it up because he couldn't do it either.
Money. Rochelle says that she has a 2022 truck, but Letitia was flexing this 2020 Hyundai Palisades.
Okay.
July 24th.
Part 2. Rest of the post. Play 20 seconds. Come on.
Okay, Vada, I don't get what your point is.
Pick up the 2022
I really
truck.
don't get what your point is, because Katie has come right out and owned her shit in this and said that she was wrong and apologized. You're trying to connect stuff that's not connectable. I want to see proof that Katie reached out to Uni and asked him to take over to cover this and send him all the info. I don't know. Show me the proof, because not just words. I want to see this proof. EKC, you're running your mouth, but you're not showing no proof. Y'all never show no proof, no actual real proof, except some crap you twist around.
Where are the receipts for your attorney?
Yes,
Dre never banned her from the hospital. I believe they saw Dre making money, and Letitia was.
That's what I wanted to talk about. The hospital thing. She said that the hospital Letitia supposedly told Vada that the hospital, that Dre could go to the hospital and tell them that she felt threatened, and that would keep Letitia away. And that's not what was done. It's Arizona law. Dre would have had to go to court to get a court order, and then still that would have been very hard. So that's not true. In the state of Arizona, there's, other than going legal, there's nothing Dre could have done to prevent them from seeing Marwan.
Y'all say I'm slandering. I'm speaking my opinions. Freedom of speech is a right. They spoke their opinions, and I got refunded by GoFundMe. Let's go back up real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So she makes that long ass GoFundMe.
All right. I'm gonna play one of Katie's. Molly, think you're willing to let her dig her hole because it takes heat off them. It sure does. Technically, Marwan is Letitia's uncle. Exactly. Wait, I missed the message. I want to see it from Nonsense. No, Kathy P, that was just me under an alt having a combo with myself. She wasn't on screen. I bet you didn't realize how talented you are with all this editing and stuff and all this technical stuff that you know. See, you learn something new every day. But I got a little video here of Katie's. And this is her video on why I got my money back for Justice for Ron. Okay, why is that closed? Why is that? Okay. All right, let's go. Let's play it. And why am I not hearing it? Speakers are up. I got to add it to the screen.
Situation is in regards to the lack of transparency that has been involved regarding attorneys.
Hey.
You want to be
what is going on with my screen? Sorry,
Letitia
guys,
or any of the people that I'm talking about in this video, and please do not send any of the people that I speak about in this video hate. I want to show you what was happening behind the scenes in the first week leading up to everything that happened with this case. On July 13th, someone named Brittany Munez contacted me and let me know that she was helping Letitia find an attorney to help get visitation for Letitia and file an emergency injunction. This is the same woman that was on my live stream that was a former admin of Andrea McCrae. During this period, she explained to me all the steps that they were taking in order to get this actual attorney. And it was not much longer later that I learned that she had a criminal history, which was extremely problematic. I'm going to share with you my audio clips of her telling me the situation about finding the attorney. I'll also share with you at the very end me confronting her about the criminal history that she has as posing as an attorney. And I'll also share with you videos from Molly's channel, which have Letitia describing the situation and Molly claiming that Letitia said that court filings had been made for an emergency injunction for her in order to get a visitation with the Vaughn, as well as to get emergency power of attorney or guardianship, depending on what was happening. Letitia told Molly that she had made filings in court on the 14th because the live that I'll be showing you was on July 15th. I spoke to Brittany on July 13th for reference, and I asked her to leave the story on July 13th for reference. By that Saturday, it was clear that she was not out of the story. That was also the same night that Letitia decided to leave to go see Vaughn.
So, Molly, yesterday morning, I had spoke with Letitia again, and I had told her, hey, let's find you a lawyer. I seen, you've been helping so much with spreading the word and it being correctly written, unlike a lot of other people. And so I said, well, all these people in the groups are talking about drama and this and that and the other, and her not getting a lawyer, but none of them, I don't want nobody to take this wrong, but none of them stepped up to take the time to call lawyers. So I spoke with like 70 law offices yesterday. Only about 3 were willing to take the case. So out of those 3, we narrowed it down to 1 because some of them were outrageous with price, and she chose that one. But yesterday afternoon, the lawyer that Molly had found for Letitia had called her at 4:30 yesterday afternoon, but they wanted a $5,000 retainer and told her that it was going to end up being about $20,000 in the end. And Letitia had said, oh, that's a little pricey.
First off, I don't believe you called 70 lawyers in one day. Secondly, they can't tell you if they're going to take the case or not until they actually meet with her and see what she has. And they are not going to tell you.
I'm just not sure if I'll be able to do that right now. She said, I'll let y'all know. That's all she said. Well, this morning, she spoke with the lawyer. I had found her yesterday, and they've already signed the contract. She is going to get a cashier's check to overnight it to her. And I spoke on a conference call with her and the attorney yesterday and today. And the attorney wants any videos, the best ones for the judge to see, because she's going to push for an emergency hearing for a guardianship order, not and to revoke Dre's power of attorney, if that's what she has. She says, we don't know if it's a POA or guardianship. And then she's I need the addresses because she needs to serve Dre at both places we know she's been. And she's also going to subpoena hospital records for the judge, if needed. So, yeah, that's what we're at. And people were getting confused on that live last night saying, Brittany didn't help her get a lawyer. Molly did. I don't care. I don't need my name being out there or nothing. I don't care about that. But I had made a statement because the lawyer had told Letitia last night, do not talk to anybody from this point moving forward. When you sign a contract with me, I don't need you speaking to anyone, not on social media, nothing. She said, until the documents are made public inquiry, then if you want to speak, fine. But right now, let me get all this done and to the judge without you saying anything. So Letitia had told me that, if I could make a final statement for her that she had hired an attorney because people were thinking that she was lying about or scamming with the money or whatever. She said, so I made that statement last night on that live because they invited me on their live. and I made the statement, which I'm so dumb, Katie. I should have came on your live and made it. It would have been better. People wouldn't have been so much drama, because I didn't know they were going to start arguing and all that drama on that live. I made my statement and I got off, and it blew up over there. Then they started talking bad about Letitia because Molly was live and saying no, she hired her, the attorney, and it doesn't matter who got it at all. I don't care. I don't need recognition. But everybody made it a drama. I said, you know what? I'm not saying nothing else to nobody about anything.
So something I think you guys need to consider is that a lot of attorneys will set up a trust where people can make donations directly to the trust in lieu of donations to GoFundMe. So if you could talk to the attorney about potentially setting up some sort of trust where people can pay them through the trust to the attorneys directly. Some people just want to pay the attorney directly or donate directly to the attorney. And I know that's a possibility. I just don't know how they would do that. But you might want to consider that as an option so that people who want to donate and are skeptical will be not skeptical. Does that make sense?
So yes, it's definitely a possibility. And yesterday when we talked to the attorney, the reason I figured she would have asked for the retainer, like, because we're in different states, she would have asked Letitia to send it through, like online with a credit card or something. But she said, no, I need a cashier's check or a check mailed to me overnighted. She said, because this money, the retainer goes into a trust because I'm billing you hourly and I will bill you and take it from the trust as I'm billing it. So I'm going to ask her, I'll call her right now and ask her if with that same trust she's creating for the retainer, can that be used for donations? I'm glad you reminded me of that. Thank you.
100%. I actually have experience on this with another person I covered, and that's exactly what the mom did so that people could not question where the money was going. It's just going straight to the attorney. It's covering the fees that everyone said it was going to cover. There you go. So I sent you 3 videos, and I don't know what else that you need. Like specifically, I can look through the group, but right now I have to.
So we have an update, okay, about Marvon. And it's basically, so basically I'll tell you what she said. She said that it's okay for me to share what she sent me.
Now, from the get-go, people were asking about this. Oh, there's one of my comments in this video. Anyway, the money would have went in, like the attorney said, would have went into a trust account and would have been subtracted from there. But the money was never paid. There was never no binding retainer. Because also she never kept her mouth shut. Okay, but no money ever was sent to this attorney. Nothing was ever filed in court. Dre herself has said numerous times no attorney reached out to her in any way about anything like that, about visitation, setting up visit, nothing. And Letitia would have had no grounds to take control over Marvon and his son, Dre and Marvon's son.
Okay. She's really upset because people are thinking that she's a scammer. That she's a scammer, or what do you call it?
That's what you're doing there, Molly.
This is what she said. So this is what she said, and I'm gonna call her. She said, yes, the lawyer is working with the money I have right now. The retainer, $4,000. $10 to $15 for the fight. Emergency paperwork was filed yesterday for the judge, and just like they said, this is not about to be an easy task. We went through 15 lawyers in one day just trying to get someone to even take the case. Everyone is attacking me about money, but that is nowhere the amount that's needed But before I ask for people to continue to donate, I will sell everything I own to make sure this lawyer is paid. The lawyer at Keystone was too expensive, and I still had to wait to see if they were willing to take the case. Then I got a call from the lawyer I'm working with now. So she's a little cheaper, and she's not a big law firm. But just like she said, she would do everything in her power to get me to my son.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do the best that I can with what I have. And
now you heard Molly's own words. Now Molly says she's never said that anything was filed in court. But right here, in Molly's own words, an emergency order was filed. But there was never nothing ever filed. But Molly has backtracked on that. And before she got the boot, she was saying, I never said that.
In my case, very limited. When I'm the mother and she's the wife. And I said, can I please give an update for the fundraiser?
I keep getting the amounts mixed up because it was $2,500, then it was $2,800, and here's Molly saying it's $4K. But what Vada showed earlier in one of her previous lives, that I'm not even sure where she got that so-called receipt, because it really didn't show anything. It didn't show 4,000. And that doesn't account for all the money that was raised. Where's the rest of the money?
Get the money for you. And she says, yes, ma'am. Are you going live tonight? Through it. And she says, okay, these people are so mean. I'm being called a scammer also. And then I said, it's only like 6 people.
We call the hospital. They telling us, no, he's not here. The lawyer trying to work as fast as she could, but she can't do nothing until the judge even give me a hearing. It's like I'm stuck.
You didn't file anything in court to get a hearing.
And then I'm trying to stay offline because I don't want, the worst thought is 2 thoughts that keep going through my head. Okay. If she gets just that upset and call in because she can't go and say, pull the plug, I ain't gonna be able to see my son never again. Number 2.
Okay.
Like, I was listening to Justin. If it's out of her hand.
Okay. First off, Dre never wanted to pull the plug. She has fought tooth and nail for everything for Marvon, because she still believes that he's getting better and he's going to wake up. She's not the one who wanted to pull the plug, Letitia. Remember? Remember, Letitia?
And ain't nothing else we can do but wait on the judge to do this. How long he'll take to even say yes or no?
So you're not going to get a hearing date until you actually file something in court. And you had no case. Unfortunately, you had no case. You had no rights. Legally, you were his biological mother. That's it. He was adopted by his great-grandmother, the woman that raised him, that you never talk about. So you didn't have a leg to stand on in the first place. And any lawyer would have told you that, what you said they did. And even this Brittany, who I take with a grain of salt, even said that. You never filed anything, ever.
It's like you're in a rock and a hard place. But going back to the money, every dime that everybody has given me, I did what I'm supposed to do with it. But just like I said before, I keep being accused of being a scam artist or stealing, or I'm too quiet. And
okay, you did with it what you were supposed to. Okay, you went to see Marvon one time. And out of the 2 days, whatever you were there, by your own words, you spent a whole 3 hours visiting with your biological son. You have never made an attempt to go back. There's been no retainer paid with any attorney. Nothing's ever been filed in court. So what exactly did you do with the money? You said you did with it what you were supposed to, but what exactly did you do? Not one penny went to Marwan's care or to his children. Instead, you co-signed the constant harassment and attacks on his wife and children. People were going to her home, to her mother's home, because of these dirtbags sitting right there that you're talking to. So again, what did you do? I'm sorry, but the way you handled this and the way you co-signed everything that's been done to Dre, I don't blame her. I don't blame her a bit. And I do think Dre would tell the truth about an attorney contacting her because she tells everything. She puts it out there. I just really think she would have told the truth from the get-go. I don't believe that you had an attorney, that you filed anything in court like Molly states, and like you've stated, an emergency order. Regardless, there would be a trail. There would have to be court documents. Nothing is done in any court without lots of paperwork. There was no court seal, no case number, no docket number, no nothing.
This, that, and the other. I would sell everything that belongs to me to make sure that this lawyer get what they need to help fight so that I can see my son.
And you haven't heard from her since then?
Well,
that's the goose.
Okay, after we, the no, and I made the public notice about, being told no after I basically begged for a visit.
Yeah.
And then the story started growing, and then I received the text about a week or two ago stating that, basically she kept open communication, but that was not true. And then I said, I would never put the family. I responded, and then the last text that I received about me making a public apology because I put her family in danger when I never said two words about any of that. I just spoke my truth.
What?
And she was upset about me posting something that was public knowledge anyway. And that's the last thing I heard. Oh, can I say one thing about the lawyer? It was several people asking, can I speak with, her about setting up a special fund? She said she would look into it, but she said sometimes it get a little aggravating, but she would look into it. So it's not a no, but I would, whenever she contact me back again, because she said she's going to be working on this weekend also. So I would reach out again and see if she was able to set something up and then give you guys the information if you don't want to donate to the GoFundMe or the Cash App.
Now that you've seen the entire situation of what Brittany told me and what other people told me, I just want to show you my entire conversation with Brittany on July 13th after I found out that she had a conviction for impersonating an attorney, where I confronted her about the situation. And I specifically asked her if she would step aside and not be a part of the situation, because many people were afraid that this was a scam, that Brittany would steal money from Letitia, or that this was somehow connected together, but nobody wanted Letitia to be put into a situation.
Vada said that it was the 9th, but Katie herself has said, with proof right here, that it was the 13th that she found out about Brittany.
Situation where someone from the internet could potentially be posing as an attorney and then claiming to be helping Letitia. She kept going on and on and on about how she didn't do anything wrong. She also said that Letitia had offered to pay her for helping her, and that she would give Letitia would give her money for offering to help her find an attorney and helping her put her case together. And Brittany told Letitia, absolutely not, to which I told her, do not take any money from her. I also confronted her about her being in meetings with Letitia with an attorney, because that actually violates attorney-client privilege. And there were so many red flags that multiple people, I reached out to Letitia, I reached out to Wynette. There was multiple people who were friends with Brittany or who knew Brittany that were contacting her to tell her to stay out of it. People were reaching out to Letitia to tell her and to warn her, and nothing was working. When I attempted to reach out to Letitia myself, she did not respond. I wanted to warn her about Brittany. There was a page that was the Ultimate Deception Unmasked that tried to warn people and actually put out a post for Letitia to contact them. That page and I talked about potentially explaining to people what was happening. And I was told by stepmom that Letitia had cut ties with these people, but then I found out later that this was not true and that Letitia kept working with her. And then only a few days later.
So it wasn't even Katie that put out the stuff about Brittany in the first place. It was the exposed.
She's literally telling Molly on her live basically all the same stuff that Brittany had told me, but she also claimed that documents had been filed in court, which they had not. Nothing's been filed in court. And she didn't explain that Dre actually said that as long as she apologized, she could see Vaughn, and no lawyers would have had to be involved at all. At this point, nothing has been filed. Letitia says nothing will be filed. There's no idea of who the attorney is. No trust was ever set up, even though we all encouraged a trust to happen. And it wasn't until many days later that Brittany finally exited the situation.
Okay, now you hear that. Now Molly has said that Letitia told her, and she was reading it, that there was an emergency order filed in court, but there never was. Wow. Ada, you need to watch this stuff.
At this point, it's unclear what's happening. Nobody knows, but everyone was worried at that point. And that was on the 13th. And that was my very first red flag that something was not right in this situation, that there was fundraising happening that might not be going to the right people. And that's why I continue to share what is happening, because it's public concern. With Brittany now out of the situation and fundraising still happening and discussions about multiple lawyers needing to be hired in order for different things to get filed by Letitia, which she claimed this first lawyer was supposed to be filing for. It's just confusing to people about where the money's going, who's getting the money, and then you have people like Brittany who became involved in the situation that is has a criminal history of felony for impersonating a lawyer, which makes some people wonder if Letitia ever even spoke to a real lawyer or if Brittany impersonated a lawyer in this situation. We don't know. And I can't say it's factual. It's an allegation. It's an assumption. The bottom line is there has been a lot of people involved in this story that have very questionable pasts. And yes, people keep saying the past is in the past. But with some of these people, the past is still their present and their pattern of behavior is the same. And they go from community to community to community, and they are taking money from people. I'm not here to bash the mother. I'm not here to expose anyone. I'm just sharing this for transparency so people understand why people have been concerned about this from the very beginning. There is still no trust that's been set up with an attorney. Nothing has been filed in court. And it's very confusing because both Molly and Letitia said they would stop all of this as long as Dre would allow Letitia to see Marvon. Letitia has seen Marvon. Molly hasn't removed any videos, and Letitia is still fundraising. When Brittany became involved, I also told her that her involvement would make it for people to not want to donate to Letitia. This was...
Okay, now... This was July 30th that Katie did this live. And nothing had still been filed. Now, I believe Molly said July 15th an emergency order was filed, according to Letitia. But then Letitia turned around and told Katie she didn't need to file anything. Yeah. many thoughts because they had established channels they could run me or control me with numbers, and it was over my head at the time because I just wanted facts out, and no one else would do that. All Letitia cared about was money. Yeah. If Letitia truly, once the money started coming, I mean, she came right out the gate with a GoFundMe asking for money, misinforming people. She didn't tell people the true facts. And then when the money started rolling in, once she got in with Molly and them, that's all it came about, was about the money. It was not about Marwan. The truth in the end game is they never expected to get called out on a scam. They had no plan and scrambled for receipts. That's it in a nutshell. Yeah. The sad part is, if she really did pay, I don't even know at this point the amount they're claiming, because we've got three different amounts. We've got 4,000. We've got 2,500. We've got 2,800. What they're claiming is proof from Vada is not proof, because the admins of the group even said, and I know I seen it posted, she never followed through with paying the retainer. So she had no attorney to begin with.
As true. Multiple people became concerned because of Brittany's involvement. People were already doubting Letitia, and then her working with Brittany made people doubt Letitia even more. Again, this is not to bash Letitia. Perhaps Brittany in this whole story is legitimate, but at the end of the day, none of this makes sense. They've never set up any sort of trust fund, which is standard. Most lawyers can do that very easily. No court filings have happened. Letitia got to see Marwan. So at this point, the story should be over, but it just continues and continues and continues. This is what I have for today about Brittany. If anyone has any information about the situation that I don't know about, I've been putting out everything that I have to sort of show what's been happening behind the scenes, to try to clarify to people about these fundraising efforts, because I got so many questions from my subscribers on, is this legitimate? The answer is, I still do not know. I know that I got my money back given everything that I learned, and other people have as well. Absolutely no one in this situation argues that Letitia should be able to see her son and have an idea about what's happened with her son. Nobody's denying that she gave birth to him and that this is her child. Nobody is denying that. What people are concerned about is the fundraising, the lack of transparency, and all of these players that are involved that have very questionable histories. The past is in the past sometimes, but sometimes the past predicts the future. That's all I have for right now. Bye, guys.
That was my comment you used, but thank you, Katie. And that is true. The greatest predictor of future behavior is past relevant behavior. Okay. I don't know what all has gone on behind the scenes, but going back and seeing consistent behavioral actions explains things differently than just taking the one thing at face value. Yeah. So Vada wanted you. Vada wanted to keep on going. Well, we'll keep on going, Vada. I'll put you back in the stream. Let me put you back in the stream. I'm going to put her back in the stream, because she's going to tell us what she did with the money, or where the money all went. So let's see where it all went, since Vada says she has the proof.
A team of service experts that had to investigate the complaints. I had to provide them with evidence for why a refund was necessary. GoFundMe determined that I proved I was defrauded. Letitia was not part of that decision. She found out after GoFundMe determined that I had grounds for a refund.
Bullshit.
She has not reached out to me to ask why, because she knows why. Instead, Letitia broadcasted the notification she received and told people that I asked her for a refund. We never spoke further, proving to me why I had grounds for this complaint. GoFundMe suggested filing a police report.
Bullshit.
I am not Team Dre. I am Team Truth and Team Protect the Kids. Oh, shit.
Bullshit.
I have requested a refund from GoFundMe for my donation to Vaughn's mom after learning details from Vaughn's stepmom about the situation. I realized that I was misled about everything. I am not asking anyone to get their money back, but I did because the entire situation was misrepresented to me by Letitia.
Bullshit.
I did not withdraw.
It is not bullshit, Molly. It is the truth. Katie Joy was not the first person to ask for a refund. In fact, I believe Katie's came like 10 or 12 days later. But this was already being questioned by multiple people. But you all keep putting it on Katie because you have nothing else. And honestly, you stirred up the caters and you got a lot more views behind it. Let's tell the truth here. A little bit of the truth anyway, please. But we'll keep going with you, Vada. Hi, Scorpio Sting.
Draw my support because she stopped talking to me. I asked for the refund once I got all the details about the family situation and the attempted suicide.
This is that infamous donation refund post, which we're going to read later.
I realized what I was told was not the truth. While Annette told me that Letitia was
Will you
never
please get
banned
on
from
with
the
to tell us
hospital.
where the money
She
is?
also told me that they offered to drive Letitia to Arizona when they went in June, and Letitia refused.
Hey, boss,
I was
Nick,
on the
thanks
phone
for
with
coming in.
Letitia when Dre texted her and offered to see Vaughn.
Scorpio Sting, thanks, hon.
I learned a lot from Wynette and Dre's ex-husband's friend about the situation. Like, Letitia had no legal rights to Vaughn at all to Vaughn because he was adopted by his grandma. Despite weeks of promises to fight for justice, the whole situation was devolved to drunk YouTubers loving nonsense conspiracies about me every day. I heard that I was even accused of reporting other YouTubers to the police. I didn't, but one of them on a live stream threatened that if I didn't leave this story, my life would be cut short. Don't worry, I have the clip. Honey, we couldn't get that lucky. I'm Team
Honestly, Vada, she was threatened.
Ex-husband.
She really was threatened, and it was sickening. There was no reason for it. And you were going to make a comment like that? That clearly shows your immaturity level, honey. It really, truly does. That's your best comeback when somebody is threatened.
Obtain custody of his daughters. All GoFundMe money my father has already
You
been
can't pause
donated
it, Maris.
All
I did.
Pause that. I'm going to tell you something. She's saying that she had grounds that she got a refund because they found out it was a false pretenses. If that was the truth, GoFundMe would take the entire GoFundMe down. That is a fact. Number two, she's saying that her life was threatened, and that she was cut short. Where that came from is I said that, and I said this on my channel, it is a proven fact that if you mind your own business, you will live a much longer life. And what do you know?
Okay, guys, I'm going to be adding a couple things to the stream that I got sent, so you might hear a noise, but just...
That's not exactly all you said, Molly. She was threatened. And you know what? She asked for a refund. She needed to have good reason to get that refund. GoFundMe just don't give you one for the heck of it. She had good reason. They agreed with what her claim was and gave her refund. She wasn't the only one. She wasn't even the first one. However, the people that donated to the Cash Apps and the Venmos and the PayPals, most of them, in fact, I don't know many that got a refund unless they did the GoFundMe. Just saying.
Keep watching. We're almost done.
Oh, Vada, you're not almost done. This was a 5-hour live, and I'm not doing the whole thing.
I said that to everybody. Why this demented cunt would take that personally is beyond me. But it's true. People live a happier, longer life if they mind their own business. Remember that.
Well, and
Molly, do you ever take your own advice? Because you clearly didn't mind your own business, and you outright lied. I can't even say misinformed. You outright lied about this whole thing. You sent people after Dre. And Justin, old Spanky, old Yellow Jaundice, whatever you want to be called, Orange Man, whatever floats your boat today. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. EKC, there's just nothing there. Nothing registers with you. There's no one home.
Letitia willingly refunded that.
Willingly what?
Wow.
What?
Sure did. And that's
No,
what
she
happened.
did not. No, whoa, wait a minute. No, she did not. No, she did not. GoFundMe refunded it. Letitia didn't even know because Katie even said she didn't go through Letitia. She went directly to GoFundMe. And I don't know why this messed up, but let's find out.
First time they try to say that Molly bought that out of.
All right. I'm going to try to fast forward a little bit because we'll be on this forever. I want her to get to the part where she knows what happened with
after like degrading comments like the hermaphrodite word. Why don't you like ever step in and stop her? And then you literally covered up for her after she posted photographs of Dre's backyard. You literally lied and said they were from Zillow, and they weren't from Zillow. She literally had a drone
from a
put
neighbor.
in by a neighbor.
You hermaphrodite.
Oh, okay. Now you hear Molly admitting it. She got photos from the neighbor sent to her, but hasn't Molly many times denied that she didn't had anything to do with any of that? There you go.
Look at that nose. It looks like a penis.
What is your problem, Justin? Why do you just sit there and say nothing?
He
It's
loves
so
he's got
clear that you're uncomfortable.
He has no balls.
No,
but you're willing to like ride out your
He's just
career
as bad.
by people. You sat on a video. You were LGBTQ plus, Justin, and you sat on.
Oh, shut up.
It takes a minute for it to go off. I'm sorry.
No, it's
and
fine.
then here's where she.
So this is when Katie's butt hurt once the family lets her go.
Blocks Justin.
Hi. Oh, poor Justin can't think from.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward.
The backyard.
A drone from
What
a
is your
backyard.
problem, Justin?
I would
Why
love
do
to
you
see the
just
drone.
sit there and say nothing? It's so clear.
I think EKC likes Charlotte. But the good thing about me and EKC is I can like people she doesn't. She can like people I don't. I don't like some of the trolls that come up in her comments, and they're absolutely trolls. Like there was one the other
If
night.
you followed Charlotte in the beginning, because Katie was on this story and going along with Molly's little charade, Charlotte was actually calling it a scam. I've got that video too coming up, by the way. Yep. But as soon as Katie and Molly fell out, Charlotte did a whole 180-degree turn and blamed it all on Katie. Yeah. Watch what you're talking, Vada, because you clearly do no research.
That came up in her comments saying, Nonsense has never ever mentioned Vada's name.
No, she don't.
They were just trying to start shit.
No,
that's all they were trying to do. I love making thumbnails. Me too. And he only does live stream so that where he forces me at. Thumbnails are actually my favorite parts, but I love art. I don't know if any of you know it, but I did acrylic painting for a living for a long time. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of the store Earthbound. I love like everything hippie. I love anything psychedelic looking, but I'm just like that.
Are you sitting on the toilet? Because you always sleep in your bathroom. I'm just asking.
So it just makes me feel at home. So I used to
backdrop,
make,
that's a scene that you can get on.
Like psychedelic elephants, nature, zoo creatures. Just
is that what you're doing again?
Animals.
Can you just
I made a
answer
really
me?
nice peacock. That was probably my favorite painting, and I sold it for
You never answered
$800.
me.
It was an acrylic painting on a blank canvas. It was probably, I think it was a. Let me see if I have a picture of that peacock, and I'll show y'all my painting I did. I'll show you a sample of my art that I've done. And here's you something else to make fun of. No sense. She's probably gonna hate on my picture.
Little girl, you are so immature. You really need to grow up.
I know exactly where it is. Give me 1 second. I just want to show y'all what I used to do for a living.
I thought you were a mechanic, and that's why you had to stop at the cemetery because the garages were closed.
And all my paintings should just come up. Let me see.
Wait a minute. Is this you being a
I
computer
did a very
programmer
good job
again?
with these. So here's one I did of myself. Okay. And it says, let me brighten the screen so y'all can see it. It says, time to wind down and stay home. That is a canvas I did. You can see it's up on my wall. Time to wind down, and that's me.
Okay. Were you know,
so that's one little small one I did on just like an 11-inch panel.
When Katie was doing all the, with the coffee and stuff, I'm thinking that's who started following Katie back then with the makeup community. But okay, now she's doing all this stuff, but you said she was a mechanic when she had to do the cemetery thing. Hey, Granny's watching. So, and then she said she was a computer programmer. That's what her degree or education she went to college for. So now she's an artist? Wow. And you're how old? Whoa. You got a lot of careers with somebody you're. Well, let's fast forward because I don't want to listen to her. Her many careers. She really got trained by Molly. Because, according to Molly, where's Wally? Old Wally boy? He's had so many important careers. This girl's like, what, 25, 26? Let's see. You've been a mechanic, but yet you couldn't get into neither of the garages in your town, so you had to go to the cemetery. But your education background is computer programming, and now you're an artist. You're pretty busy for a 26-year-old, but yet you have all this time to stock all this stuff and put this crap all together. Don't make any sense. I'm fast forwarding. I don't want to see the thumbnails you make. What do you have on? 3 clocks? I'm really confused with your outfit today. We're waiting. We're waiting. You need to watch Burnt Toast and I'll wait video. Like you do. No one ever said that. I've never seen a thumbnail saying that he was banned. I've not seen a thumbnail that says that, but look at your own thumbnails. Because you say you got all this proof and you're exposing everything, and we're having an exposed party, but you haven't exposed anything yet. But you clearly know how to use filters and stuff because your picture is not you. I mean, look at, yeah, okay. And what's going on with the outfit? I'm just asking. But it is better than your tube tops that are all stretched out and keep falling down. Just saying. You try to show grace? Okay, I want to fast forward this because I don't care what she's feeling. Oh God, see, Molly trained her. I'm sorry, but this is Molly Jr. She's doing the same, using Molly's own words, using Molly's tactics. And come on, she had what, not even 200 subs, and she opened a Patreon. Even Molly told her to slow her roll a little bit. Yeah, now she's not psychic, but she gets the feelings and the yeah. She definitely was really studying Molly. Really. You're never right. Honey, no one took out Molly but Molly's own actions. Her behavior, her words. We could have reported her 50 million times and it wouldn't have mattered. YouTube has said that. Molly did it. If she wasn't doing anything to break terms of service, she wouldn't have got banned. Did you ever think of that? Because just because you report a video like you tried to do to me with my cemetery video of you and it got nowhere. Anyway, look, reporting a video doesn't get somebody banned. It's what's in that video. It's what that person is saying and doing is what gets you banned. Your own actions. Honestly, why it wasn't done years ago, I have no clue. YouTube dropped the ball because there would be a lot less Molly victims had she gotten it when she should have. Because she's done so much over the years. Do you need a list of her victims? I can give you a small list. There's a lot, though. You know, the woman that started her channel for to attack and harass, Melissa Schumann, you know, a victim. Did you see what she did with Shanann Watts? Another victim. And Shanann's family. Cass Gernon, Summer Wells, Quentin Simon. And that's just to name a few. There's so many. You don't think that behavior is going to eventually catch up to you? And you keep studying Molly and acting like Molly, and you'll be doing yourself in as well. But that's just my opinion. Oh. Again, Molly took herself down. And why are you talking to Wally Boy? You made the decision to go slowly. Now, had you noticed Molly didn't send any of her simps to you? All this you're doing for her, and from the get-go, I never heard her tell her people to go sub you like I've heard her tell to other channels like I was offered and turned down. Yeah, I could have been monetized a long time ago and have a lot more subs, but I turned it down because I have a conscience, and I'm not going to get on here and lie and stick up for that trash bag. But that's the difference between me and you. And you did it, and you didn't get all those subs. Because never once did she tell people, go sub you, go sub you, go sub you. Yeah, you're picking up some of her stragglers right now, but even not that many. I put a lot of work into my channel, and I've had some good creators who are honest, who have integrity. Shout out my channel. Not someone like that. I don't want someone like mine. There's lots of videos. Go watch them. It never was a case. It was a personal tragedy. There was no criminal act, nothing. There was no case ever. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to fast forward. I don't want to hear her life story. And that's, you know what? And that's one of the things. Oh. Where did it go? Where did my video go? There it goes. I don't know why it keeps doing that. The internet's messing up. Sorry, guys. That's one of the things that bothers me the most about you, Vada, is you had a personal tragedy of an unalivement. And yet here you are. outright lying. I can't even give you the credit for misinformation. You're outright lying. And you're good with that. That's scary. But I do need to turn this up a little bit. I see that. Okay. I'm going to fast forward it. Are you quiet again? No, she didn't. Nope. You're not. That's not factual. The ultimate deception did bust out Brittany. Katie just stated that in her video. Okay, this is the ultimate deception on Katie. Stepmom can't pass for nothing. Oh my God. Hi, Tiger Talks. I like the name. Can we not swear so much? Can I stay in the yellow a little bit or in the green a little bit with you?
Together and put them up
Sorry
here.
about that.
Okay, so we read those. So, right. Can anybody tell me what they think is going on here? Does everybody understand what's happening? Right? Let's go back to that post real quick about Brittany. That way everybody kind of puts together what's going on here. I just want to see if y'all catch it yourself before I have to tell you.
Can you hear it now?
Okay, let's put that post back up here about Brittany, right? These are the ones that Nonsense and, Dumbass and Katie had posted doxing Brittany twice each. So
oh my
let's
God.
go up here.
Ultimate deception was not Katie.
Where are you at, Brittany? Where are you at, Brittany? I'm going to find I redacted them doxing Brittany because I didn't think Brittany would be cool with it, but she's fine with it, she said.
Like Katie.
Okay, so over here, remember that one sentence where Katie says, I no longer continue to donate, right? No longer, I can't see that shit. Damn. 1 second. I wish that StreamYards would, it blurs the screen on StreamYards. It lets y'all see it perfectly clear. But on our end, it's blurry whenever it goes up on that screen. And it blurs anything that I'm trying to put up to show you guys. So I have to literally look for my phone to read it to you. It sucks, but it is what it is. They need to fix that shit. You know, at the end of everything on StreamYards, they'll ask you what, is there anything that we can improve on? I always tell them, please fix the screen and put some damn filters in here, please. Thank you.
Oh, we know that you.
Okay. And they still haven't done it. So she says in that sentence up there, right? This is why I no longer wanted to donate any money to Letitia. I told Brittany her involvement would make people doubt Letitia further. Okay? But there's another post of Katie in that video that Katie did about Brittany. She claims that she no longer donated whatsoever once she found out about Brittany's background. That's what she says in the video. Okay.
Video was July 30th.
But the truth is, she knew about Brittany's background. I bet you anything. From the moment she met Brittany, she ran a background right then.
Okay, wait a
and
minute.
she knew
Okay,
about Brittany's
all right,
background.
So,
and then on the 13th, after knowing about Brittany.
Okay, no, wait. That video was July 30th, actually. But listen to me. Because you say so, you have no proof. But because you say so, we're supposed to believe that? Girl, we're not
Brittany's
taking your
background.
word.
She donates knowing about Brittany's background already. Then
No, she
lies
said
and
what
uses
she knew
Brittany
about
as the
Brittany's
reason she no
background.
longer will donate. But she didn't even donate until she found out about Brittany's background.
Oh, you're so wrong.
And still donated.
You're wrong.
And she's saying that Letitia and Brittany working together is why she also decided not to no longer donate. That's a lie. Let me get the dates of her and Brittany talking.
How do you know it's a lie?
Because for some reason in those
Would
collages
you
it
and
didn't
Katie
show, but I'm going to show you guys. She knew everything about Brittany. She knew what she was doing. She knew that everything about Brittany's background. She knew that Brittany was helping Letitia. Nothing illegal happened. She genuinely helped Letitia.
She never said anything illegal happened. She said that it would be suspicious and people would question it, and she's right. People did. Okay, but what you're failing to tell everybody is Katie wasn't the first one that started questioning this, and nor was she the first one to ask for a refund.
100% and did, and even Nonsense will vouch for that. Believe it or not, she vouches the same thing.
Okay.
There was no ill intent there on Brittany's part. Brittany genuinely wanted to help her.
And that's what Katie said.
All right,
Katie never said there was ill intent.
Okay, so these messages to Brittany, guess what,
Katie,
are on the 11th.
I'm actually sitting here sticking up for without a crystal ball. Wow. But you're all
2 days before Katie donates. And she already knows about Brittany's background because she's confronting Brittany about her background on those messages. So do y'all see what's going on here? How this is starting to get set up? Can y'all see? Yes, she donated on the basis.
You found the answer to the code. The mute
if
button.
I donate,
she saved us all.
Right? The only time she promoted Letitia's GoFundMe is when she herself
I
donated.
found the mute button.
If I donate, right? Then
Nonsense.
if the family decides to cut me off, all I've got to do is out Brittany's background and dox her. Get Nonsense to help me, which Nonsense did do.
But I'm glad you
They both did Brittany's background to go with this narrative, right? Not only did they do that.
What?
After they dropped Brittany's background in the comments, Katie's still going on with the narrative. People were in the comments like, why are you posting this shit? And every time they dox somebody, their excuse is, oh, we are just being transparent. It's so fucking annoying. You just have no clue. Okay, so I'm going to make me bigger so y'all can see me for a second. All right, so Katie donates on the 13th. She's already knowing Brittany's background, still donates on the 13th, and then lies to the public and said she no longer wanted to donate after she found out about Brittany's background.
All she did was call names.
So here's next, right? This is when the shit hit the fan, and that's when LB came in the picture. And this is why I put this slide up
came in the picture because
in case you know this creator.
Wait a minute. LB came in the picture because she knew that Molly and Katie were going at it, and it was a chance for her to get a bunch of subs off Molly, which she did. Because Molly told people to go actually sub to her, not like you.
People were like, or Molly made a post saying, you know, tonight LB is going to be up on our panel. So that's an absolute fact. And I want to show you my little thing.
That's exactly what she was saying. The
showing the creators. I just uploaded it. It better be here. Damn it. I just freaking posted that thing. Okay. I had a little draft. I'm not going to redo all that because y'all are going to be waiting again, and I don't want you to have to wait. But I thought I had it up here. Anyways, it was just a little slide showing the transition between creators. So we have Katie, Molly, Justin, right? And 20th, LB comes in. Katie's kicked out. It's LB, Molly, Justin, and they're three collabing together. But LB, if anybody knows who Katie Joy is Katie Joy's enemy. Really competition. LB is beautiful. Katie hated that. They both were covering Teen Mom. Teen Mom Drama and Sister Wives Drama and all that shit. They cover the same stuff. Well, now LB does crime too, but at the time it was just Teen Mom and all of that they were both covering. Katie got jealous because her followers were going over to LB, and so she set LB up like a ton of times. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. It's sad.
What?
It's absolutely sad. That's why I say, people say, you're so pretty, what do you have to worry about? Let me tell you, when you're pretty, your life's hell. Absolutely.
What?
Okay. So LB, isn't it ironic that LB joins the scene on the 20th and then bam, on the 21st, Katie asked for a refund and Letitia's a fraud. Let's get there.
Okay, wait a minute. You said that Katie asked for the refund July 13th. Now you're saying it was July 21st. Get your story straight. Because Katie's video was July 30th. Okay, and in that video that I just played you, she stated why she did it, why she asked for a refund. She never said that Brittany did anything wrong. Is this your big
post from Katie Joy, which she put out, I believe, on
went.
the 23rd. But the 21st is when her and Letitia cut contact. And then by the 23rd, Letitia's a framing fraud, and everybody that donated needs to file a police report on Letitia. This is what Letitia got in revenge, guys. This is sad. So here we go. This is the infamous donation post.
Okay.
And it was on the video you watched earlier on Molly's stream, but it wasn't up close. So I got it to bring it up close in personal where you could see it, okay? Okay, so what it says is, and where are you so I can see you to read it? Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to be clear. I did not ask Letitia for my money back. This was on July 23rd. If I'm seeing it right. July 23rd. Am I seeing that right? Is that the 23rd? I hope so. I have that little blue slide right. I had it right where I could get to it. What the hell did I do with it? I did. Oh my gosh. I got so much stuff, guys. And evidence of this case. Oh, here it is.
Evidence?
That I can't keep up. All right. I want to be clear. I did not ask for my money back. Ask Letitia for my money back. Letitia was not involved in the decision. I had to file a complaint with GoFundMe. A team of service experts then had to investigate the complaint. I had to provide them with evidence for why a refund was necessary. GoFundMe, listen to this, guys, okay? Remember, GoFundMe determined that I proved that I was defrauded. All right, this is the moment she drops the fraud bomb, okay? She's saying that GoFundMe determined that she proved that she was defrauded and that Letitia had no part of that decision. That's a lie. I'll tell you later. She found out after GoFundMe determined I had grounds for a refund. She has not reached out to me to ask why because she knows why. Instead, Letitia broadcasted the notification she received and told people that I asked her for a refund. We never spoke. She never said she spoke to you, dumbass. Anyways.
Okay. There you go with the name calling. You know, can you ever just call somebody by their name? But look, do you know anything about GoFundMe and their policies? It doesn't matter what Letitia said, honestly, or what Katie said, because at the end of the day, it's up to GoFundMe if the money gets refunded. And apparently they agreed with whatever Katie sent them. That in her opinion, she felt scammed. They agreed with that and they gave her money back. Okay. She has no clue how annoying she is. No, she don't. Nope, she don't. She truly, truly don't. And I don't feel for the girl anymore. I did feel sorry for her at one time, but not now. I'm over that. It's stupidity.
Proven to me why I have grounds for this complaint. Right here, guys. GoFundMe suggested filing a police report for fraud. All right, here it is. Here's where she starts the scheme.
No,
right up there, she said GoFundMe determined I proved that I was defrauded, and then right here she says GoFundMe suggested filing a police report for fraud. That's an absolute lie. I called GoFundMe. And I sent them this post, and they said she's absolutely lying.
Okay, where's your proof?
Anyways, she says I am not Team Dre.
Wait a minute.
I am Team Truth and Team Protect the Kids. Bullshit.
Okay.
Worry about your own.
Where's your, if you talk to GoFundMe and you sent them this stuff and they replied back to you, where is it? Why haven't you shown it? Because number one, they can't tell you about somebody's account. They cannot tell you anything. You're full of crap, Vada.
Fucking kid, Katie, that you don't care about. I have requested a refund from GoFundMe for my donation to Bond's mom after learning details from Bond's stepmom about the situation. What'd she just say? I have requested a refund from GoFundMe for my donation to Bond's mom, right? After learning details from Bond's mom about the situation. I realized that I was misled about everything. I thought you asked for a refund due to Brittany. Anyways, I am not asking anyone else to get their money back, but I did because the entire situation was misrepresented to me by Letitia. No, she dropped her ass is what happened. She said, I did not withdraw my support because she stopped talking to me. Yes, you did.
No.
I asked for the refund once I got details about the family situation and the attempted suicide. See, right here's the reason. Is not because of Brittany and her background.
She's going to get me in the
that has a matching post and video to it. Right here, it's a whole nother reason, right?
You really need to learn YouTube etiquette. It's unalivement. If you put me in the yellow, I'm going to go in and bleep you out.
This time it's because I got details about the family situation and the attempted suicide, and I realized I was not told the truth.
See, I didn't know that was coming up. That's twice now I'm about to go in and bleep you out.
Fucking lie. Wynette told me that Letitia was never banned from the hospital. She also told me that they offered to drive Letitia to Arizona when they went in June, and Letitia refused. That's because Dre had a restraining order out on Letitia.
Where's the proof there was a restraining order? There never was a restraining order, you bumbling idiot. Why are you... Letitia didn't go because she didn't get along with the Jacksons. And honestly, I don't think she wanted to go until it suited her with all the money coming in my opinion.
Dumbass. Anyways, I was on the phone with Letitia when Dre texted her and offered to see Vaughn. No, she did not. That is not what happened.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I learned a lot from Wynette and Dre's ex-husband's friend about the situation. Like, Letitia had no legal rights to Vaughn at all because he was adopted by his grandma. This is where her and Nonsense start weaponizing the adoption against Letitia. You sad pieces of shit.
What?
Listen.
Who ever weaponized the adoption against her? I've not seen that anywhere. In fact, people have given her kudos for it. I've never seen it weaponized by anyone, let alone Nonsense.
Everybody should have had a red flag right here. If anybody knows about adoption, I was adopted by my dad, so I know this is a lie. Without a doubt, 100% fact, lie. And both her and Nonsense would repost this shit just to rub it in Letitia's face is all they were doing. But she said, like, Letitia had no legal rights at all to Vaughn because he was adopted by his grandma.
That's true. His great-grandmother.
Okay, when he's 18, nobody has legal rights. He's an adult. So what are you trying to say?
What?
Despite weeks of promises to fight for justice, this whole situation has developed into drunk YouTubers lobbing nonsense conspiracies.
So what she was telling you is that regardless, Letitia had no legal rights. She was his biological mother. He was adopted by his great-grandmother. If anybody would have stood a chance, it would have been her, not Letitia, who was not in Vaughn's life. Sadly.
About me every day. Right there is what this is about. Right there. Her hate against the creators because Molly was owning her ass every time she'd start shit.
What?
She said, I heard I was even accused of reporting other YouTubers to the police. You probably were. She said I didn't. But one of them on a live stream threatened that if I didn't leave this story, my life would be cut short. Don't worry, I have the clip. Well, we ain't ever seen that clip. Anyway, she said, I'm team kids. I have committed my efforts to end time to helping Dre's ex-husband obtain custody of his daughters. All GoFundMe money refunded has already been donated to his legal case. Okay? Did y'all catch the twist there?
What's the twist?
Oh, is Elle here?
What's the
hey,
twist?
LB, you're right you're right at your part where you come into the story.
Did y'all get the twist? What was the twist? Did I miss it? What was the twist? Because I don't know what the twist was. I'm really confused. Wow, Vada. At least you're in the right ball game because you and EKC got a lot in common. There's nothing upstairs.
I got hyped one time on YouTube. I called Katie out for lying on me, and Katie mask flagged me and shut me down for a bit, so I try to stay out of trouble now. Okay,
mask
when
flagging
you got
doesn't
mask
work.
flagged, I have
It
a
doesn't
question. When
shut
you got
you
mask flagged
down.
and they took you down, how did you get your channel back up?
Exactly.
Well, okay, I'll tell you. I'll text you and tell you about something that's happened because I talked to YouTube.
Oh,
Okay,
here we go
anyways.
again.
All right, so Katie's first reason was due to
You
Brittany and
talked
her
to
fraud
YouTube.
background.
No, you talked to an automated system.
Her next
when
reason
you
is because
filed
family
something.
lied to her, right?
What she's referring to is I covered her live a week ago where she was actually clipping her own live and sending it to YouTube, saying that YouTube was watching her prove all this stuff so they could do something. And it was proof that Molly was set up. She was literally clipping little sections of her live and leaving and sending it to YouTube. She's talking to the automated server. She's not talking to a person. She's an idiot. I'm sorry. She's an idiot.
Right. That was on the 23rd, July 23rd, right? Nonsense started her channel. I believe it was the 23rd. Was it not? Let's go look at the day Nonsense started her channel.
So what does that matter? Is that your big
So
reveal?
The day the refund post drops and the bomb drops and Letitia's a fraud and blah, blah, blah. Guess who starts their fucking YouTube channel? Dumbass. But you didn't work together.
No, they didn't work together.
All right, here we go. I am about to put it up on the screen.
Oh, good for you.
Let's share screen, share screen.
What
and
does
I
that
cuss
matter?
a lot. I tried to limit it, but this situation you're going to hear me cuss the most about because it fucking pisses me off.
You always cuss. That's all you do is cuss and insult
All right.
if you have nothing.
Where's her stupid about section? All right, right there. Join July 23rd, 2022, right?
So?
Did y'all see that right here?
Okay.
Join July 23rd, 2022. See that where I'm circling? I don't know if y'all can see my mouse moving, but okay. We're going to stop sharing that for a moment.
That's your big reveal?
All right. And when was this post made again? Oh, July 23rd. What do you know? And guess what Nonsense's first video is about? Katie's narrative about
this lady is very special.
Everybody should pay attention and blah, blah, blah. So,
the twist
but
is
y'all
she's
didn't work
wearing
together.
straps.
And KJ did tell all of her, yes, she did. She did tell her audience to get their money
I
back.
know, dude.
Oh, they are
Nonsense
definitely
is bad
cohorts.
for
I am pretty
spreading
sure
facts.
they were in a group together on IG. Oh, I bet. That's true. And they've been going at LB for no reason at all. All right,
What?
so next, right?
She's passing on the
Nonsense comes in the picture
misinformation
on
and
that day,
outright
too.
lied about Drake,
So LB
too.
is with Molly and Justin now. We're introducing LB into the story, which is Katie's enemy. All right? Just because she's hot and she's better at content than Katie. That's the only reason. And that's the only reason Nonsense is after her is on Katie's behalf. If y'all realize, if you ever want to know if people are people's
so now
flying
the
monkeys,
hospital
here's how you
denied
tell.
her ability to see her son help protect
They
her.
go
Yeah.
after the same enemies, right? So, Katie always recruits Unirock.
Exactly,
She
yeah.
recruited Unirock and Nonsense, right? And who all do they hate? Everyone in the anti-KJ community.
What?
LB.
Do you
that's Katie's
understand none of
enemy.
these people work
EKC,
together or
Katie's
even like
enemy.
each other?
Steve, Katie's
You
enemy.
get that?
Me, which Katie doesn't know yet,
You all
which I'll
hate
be glad
Vaughn.
when she does.
No one else.
That's great. And every single person that Katie hates, so does Nonsense. Isn't that funny? And Katie wanted Molly taken out. She hated Molly. So guess who Nonsense clung on to and went
Hey,
at for
Stephanie,
8 months
Steve,
for a
thanks for
family she
coming
doesn't
in.
even like. She doesn't even like Dre. She doesn't give a shit about Marvon, or she wouldn't have framed his whole family. Are you kidding me? She's a fucking lying, tragedy exploiting cunt. That's exactly what she is.
Hey, what's the mouth?
And I know her flying
Well,
monkeys are here watching. Hi,
you a
clip
lot.
that and send it to her. Thank you. Okay.
You're never going to be in the green
So,
being monetized, Vada.
Then
Never.
UniRock comes in, and we just determined the correct date that UniRock came in. Let's
I
find
worked
it.
together on IG.
Aaron, just send
yeah.
it to me. Because we'd always argue, because
And
I
she
would
knows the
say
butter, so.
the 14th, she would say the 15th of August. But we determined that we're both wrong just a minute ago. And the correct date that he came into the story was.
Wasn't
Hey,
it in
what's
August?
this? I didn't see that part of that post. Okay. His first video was done on UniRock 2 on July 11th. Okay. He was accusing Dre and against Dre at that time. But the time that he was brought in by Katie, like he was just reporting on it because he reports on everything Katie. So that was just him reporting on Dre and the whole situation. He was not in this story until Katie went to him. And I know that from Flava. He was gone to get to help with this. Katie even said on her own stream that she introduced UniRock to the story and gave him the narrative to go with. She literally says that.
Where is that?
That's how sad this is.
Where is that? Because I've watched it.
Oh
I
my
can't
gosh.
find
Yeah,
it.
Becky has tried to drag Steve into this 100 times, even hacking a computer. Absolutely has. He hasn't hacked shit. They keep trying to frame him with computer shit. And that's how y'all should thank Steve, because that's how I came into the picture. I majored in computer science, and I saw a creator put some emails on their stream that were spoofed. And I knew there's 5 indicators to tell if an email is spoofed. And this
Are you talking about the lines that were in those messages again? You dumbass. They're in the originals too. And no one tried to bring Steve into this, but you.
Creator knew that they were spoofed. And the creator that she was giving credit to for giving them to her knew that they were spoofed. And they went on, and she went on stream anyway. And UniRock was over there on his channel blasting it as well. But this creator went live as well and tried to frame Steve with email threats that were fake emails, trying to make it look like he was threatening people and these lawyers that had to do with the Taduh Westbrook case. So I messaged Steve and I said, forward me the raw copies of those emails, and I'm going to tell you if they're spoofed. And I'm glad you're listening. This is where you can key me in, no sense. Catching y'all framing somebody else. Go ahead. So what they had done was they took pictures of Steve had went on EKC's channel to read those emails out. I'm just going to tell this quick story. Read those emails out from a girl named Natalie Kennett.
Okay.
And they.
All right. I got a headache. I can't do no more. Okay, that has nothing to do with what's going on. And if he took her word for it, if the lobster man took her word for it, well, then again, look at him. Yeah, I really can't. I shouldn't even say that surprises me. Apparently, you said that you tried to frame him too. My mind just went boom. Oh my God, this woman is a clown. She's in with the right group. I'm just saying. Because the lobster man took her word on anything. Wow.
Took screenshots of those emails.
Okay, but they were
from
screenshots. You didn't even have the
and
actual
then presented
ones.
it on their channel and tried to say that they were real and that Steve was threatening people, that he was behind Natalie, and blah 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 blah. Well, I got him to forward me the raw copies of those emails, and what do you know? They're spoofed.
Oh my God.
Dumbasses, man. So they've been framing people for years. So nonsense. Whenever you cover the KJ community, are you going to cover the part where y'all frame Steve and you framed Aaron and y'all framed pretty much anybody Katie hates? But let's keep going, guys.
Okay.
So now,
all right. Wait, I am more confused. How you gonna have the time to do all this nonsense? Please tell me. Because I need to manage my time better then. I'm so confused now because I literally have avoided him like the plague and just found out even where he came from last week. He's never been a part of the streams ever. Ever. Honestly, I think they all feed Vada this BS and she's just that gullible, dumb, and believes them. Yeah. My head is beyond spinning. So EKC's Lobster Man, her, and anybody that doesn't like Katie has been set up and framed by you. By nonsense. Wow, that's a lot. Girl, you really believe the stuff you're saying too. That's what's really bad. Hi, Stella B. Whoa. See, I didn't pre-listen to this. I probably should have. Wow.
Fraud narrative has hit the ground. And what do you know? The first thumbnail that UniRock posts is that tempered ass thumbnail that I was showing y'all last night where he altered the numbers from 80,000 to 8,000. Yeah, Nonsense promotes his thumbnail on the 14th of August.
So?
And I'm going to get it for y'all real quick.
We share each other.
So Katie's already recruited Nonsense, right? Nonsense starts her channel on July 23rd. She's working for Katie for over a month, and then UniRock comes in August. All right, and the thumbnail that he posted is about how Molly and them were making 80 grand off of Marvon. And Katie's in chat asking UniRock, please unblock my husband too. And
Molly herself said how much money she made off the Marvon and Dre mess that she caused. And she's the one that said it was 86,000. Okay, so get your facts right. Okay. Nonsense wasn't working for Katie. What are you talking about? You still have not shown any proof of any of this. All you did was see a comment, which has already been addressed, and you ran with that? What? Okay. Wow.
And then that dumb cunt is in his chat going on and on and on, talking about how Letitia's a fraud and how she put her kid up for adoption and how she's a piece of shit and how she's a liar and that she's sent her fake evidence, and it's all to frame this narrative. And Nonsense is there too. And they're doxing people in UniRock's chat. I can prove that. Katie's telling people, the moderators who to block in the chat. I can prove that.
What?
Oh my God, it's a mess. You just have no idea.
Well, where's all the proof?
So he comes in and he goes hard. He is headed for, his job was to head for.
And that's one thing I
just
do
like
know
back
about
in 2019,
Uni,
his job was to head for
LB
LB
his channel
for Katie.
or his chat.
You know,
So
his job for the last 5 years has been to go for EKC and Steve. Now his job was to go for Molly. I mean, go for her ass. And did he? Let me tell you, this guy was relentless. And Katie's up in his chat, leaving super chats, talking shit in super chats, trying to convince the audience that Letitia's a fraud. That was the motive. Okay, is everybody with me so far?
No.
I know it's been 3 hours, but is everybody onto this so far? If anybody wants to stop and us finish tomorrow, let me know.
Yeah, let's stop and finish tomorrow. Apparently my kids don't want to eat without me. I don't know why. I've corrected that misinformation how many times now? No one knows the number. You know, I don't know where she's getting this stuff. Uni does not allow doxing, etc. Yeah, I've never seen it there. And nobody runs Uni's chat or Uni's live. But Uni. Hi, just Jake. Thank you. I don't know why my kids won't eat without me there. This is crazy. Dinner's been ready and they won't eat because I'm not in there. Does she even know what the word receipts means? Just blah, blah, blah. No, I really don't think, but there's 2 more hours of this. And then I have a video of Katie's I want to play. So I'm going to go have dinner with my kids because they won't eat without me. I don't know why. They're spoiled. But I might either come back tonight or come back tomorrow and finish this because it's a lot. Wow. She has no receipts of anything. It's just her saying stuff. I want to see where she reached out to Uni to handle this. Oh, thank you, Tiger Thoughts. Yeah, they're my babies. I still Bella. But I'm still waiting for all this proof. She's not shown anything. I don't think she has any. But I am going to go have dinner with my kids because they won't eat until I go in the house. And I thank everybody for coming in. And I'll either pick this up later tonight or tomorrow, whichever my kids kind of roll the house. So, but thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. And thanks for subbing and liking. Hit that like button for me. I did set up memberships. I think it's on there today. I think I did it right. I'm not sure. But thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.